It's all good.
Oh, okay, it's bonking.
Guys, 90% of the casualties are just gonna be
Death Crunch is probably gonna like open somewhere around tomorrow, right?
probably.
That would be cool.
They take a little bit usually. Sometimes it's right after, actually. I think.
Sometimes it is right after.
I'm just gonna get my Foxhole on the front.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
The
I
French.
know the
Go.
naval up. I know the naval Death Crunch. They had it like ready for Death Stream. Like right after half an hour later, it was open.
It was someone stream it or...
They're offline. God damn it.
Yeah.
Of course. Alright, of course.
No,
All
is
right.
someone doing that then, or...
Oh, what?
I don't know anymore. It just says
At the dev stream.
Oh, can't you just watch it on Twitch?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I can stream it, but...
All was watch
So we
together.
won't have the bingo.
Watch the same.
I don't have the bingo live. I have the bingo in the
online.
Discord though. Yeah. My other
Okay.
window.
They are streaming. Nice.
Oh yeah, there's like 4,000
1
odd
minute.
people watching.
1
They're
minute.
streaming. They are
4,709.
Almost 5,000. That's good.
Oh, I don't think we're not gonna get a blue bomber.
It's gonna be orange.
Oh,
It's gonna be orange.
We're not gonna get a blue bomber. That way around.
we're not gonna get a blue bomb.
Oh,
We're not gonna get no blue bomb.
Yes.
I don't like this anymore.
What's my... Oh.
Making my brain go
25 seconds.
huge triangles.
We'll see. Yeah.
Right, they're gonna be.
I mean, they're gonna be
Do it
late.
again?
Yeah, they're gonna be.
They're gonna be late.
Always. Well, yeah. I mean, that's a given.
If they ain't, something's wrong.
5 seconds. 3,
5
2,
seconds.
1, now.
Woo! Yeah, right. Well, my guess was about 15 minutes. I think I said.
Ping. No, it's
Coming
not.
soon,
It's just time.
2028.
Oh. Yeah.
That's just all they're gonna show, and then they're just gonna shut down the stream.
Ooh, the music changed. Yeah, the music just got a lot louder. So there you go. They're on it. They're on it for sure.
When they start, everyone shut up. And we will discuss things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can put on my push to talk if people jump in chat. Push to talk. So I don't talk over it. Although I don't want to talk over it either. I want to see this. Never mind. Like, Whiskey One, what's up? What's up? Whiskey One in chat. Hello. PvP is on. Say hello to Whiskey One.
Oh,
And already a technical difficulty. Hello. Hello, hi, everybody. Welcome to our no longer bi-monthly dev stream.
That's a background.
This is
Boss.
the Airborne
With
preview
fight.
update that we are going to be
bosses,
presenting to you
yes.
today. And we have a ton of stuff to talk about.
Course
And
update.
while we have not talked in a really
That's
long
right.
time here in
Downward.
Foxhole land, I'm going to hand it over to Mark so that he can
All right,
catch you up.
what's up,
and we
Whiskey?
can,
I put
start
push to
showing you all the
talk
stuff
on
that
for
we've
the
been working on.
Discord so they don't have to hear me.
Yeah, it's been a big update and finally excited. We've been holding on to this for a long time and we're finally really excited to show you guys what we've been working on all this time. First, I wanted to just talk a little bit about
have it.
See, Whiskey? Yeah,
what
we
led
are
to this
too.
update. You know,
We all are
for
excited.
those that are new, we set out to build Foxhole almost 10 years now, just about getting around that mark.
cool.
We set out to build this
Don't let your head
persistent
explode.
online war where there's thousands
Foxhole,
of players
everyone's
working
head should
together,
explode. It's
not
gonna be
just
awesome.
on the combat side, but
Solved.
for every aspect of the war, making items, running supply lines, every aspect of the war, we wanted it to be driven by players. And there was really just a few simple principles that we've stuck to over the years. We've always
Please,
tried
don't die.
to
A
prioritize
sub,
the
but also
gameplay.
don't die.
We
Don't
haven't been
explode.
afraid to try new things or to take risks, even if sometimes we miss the mark on some of these things, which we have. We've always tried to just continue to work at it, to
Airborne's
iterate,
coming out. You can't
to
explode
improve
yet.
upon. But we've never shied away from trying to tackle big new features that we felt were
This does
crucial
not look great in
to fulfill
vertical,
the vision
though.
of
I'm
the
not
game.
gonna lie, it's not.
Which Airborne is one of those, as you'll hopefully see today. And what we're going to show you today represents just one of the bigger steps in the journey. It's been one of the hardest updates we've worked on up to this point, and after 63 updates. And yeah, there's a lot of parts to this. It's not only Airborne, there's other things we have to show, and we're excited to show it. So um, just wanted to show a brief update for, again, those that are new, join us over the last year.
Yeah.
Here's just a summary of some of the updates we've done over the years.
No, they didn't
All
show the
the art
naval
that
update.
we've
That was
done for it,
huge.
and it's just
Yeah.
nice to see it all
Oh,
in one
naval,
place
there it
here.
is,
There's
stuck in the
actually
corner.
more updates than what's shown here, but we got to the point where we couldn't fit it all on one screen. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, let's jump into the first part
Let's go
of
to
the
the
update
actual,
here,
actual
which
development of the
isn't
planes.
planes, but it's something cool. So we'll start with this video.
Video.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's gonna be animal empires.
Yeah. Ooh. That looks nice. Yeah, I know, right? Ooh, sky view rendering. Yeah. Wow.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
That's pretty good.
Please.
Update's over. We're good.
Yeah, so this is the first big
that's huge.
feature we want to show off with the update.
Wow.
We've
For a game
done
that's 10 years
a
old,
overhaul
impressive that
of
they're
all the
doing this stuff.
visuals the environment
For a
visuals in the
10-year-old
game,
game.
to be specific.
Whatever.
And there's a couple of goals that we have for this. One is that we felt that other parts of the game, like the vehicles and the structures, had
They're gonna have a
increased.
whole slide for just
We've
ads.
increased the
Yeah.
visual quality of them over the years as we've worked on the game. And one thing that we wanted to do was to go back to the actual world
I
and the
don't think there are
environment,
no
and to
NPC can
bring
run
the
Foxhole
visuals
anymore.
of those parts of the game up to the standards of
because of
everything else.
ads.
So
Yeah.
this was a massive effort. We've updated every tree, every blade of grass, every bush in the
Oh.
game. And we've also done this for each of the biomes in the game. We had to create new art for all of this, but the result is
for a couple months
an environment that looks
a little bit of
a
things.
lot
That's
more
okay.
up to
I don't
date
mind
with
if it
the
looks
rest of
good.
the game. And another big goal of this was when we came to work on Airborne, we really wanted to make sure that the world looked appropriate from high up in the sky. And a lot of the environment that we had originally made was not made to look appropriate from that high of a camera angle. So besides the actual visual art, we also did a bunch of engineering work to make rendering look appropriate from the sky. In fact, when we first tested out flying planes, the world looked very strange. A lot of the environment was not visible because of the way that the world was rendered, and we had to put a lot of work
That audio's a little high.
into making sure that shadows and structures and rocks and trees were all being shown from afar. And this has just been a massive effort. When you design a game to be made on the ground initially, and later on you want to make the game playable from the sky, it is a lot of work.
Crazy.
So we're really excited about this. But Matt, maybe you can talk a little bit more about the process here.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
that
one of
gun
the
looks
big
nice.
things that we wanted to
Men at
do
War.
was to make sure that the game still felt like
Like-
Foxhole. We
town is
didn't want
definitely
it to
new.
suddenly become
That place is
something
new.
Yeah.
new or like
Oh, yeah, that's cool
hyper-realistic,
looking.
But we wanted to
That is another
bring
place on the
some
map.
of
I mean,
the
they said
visuals
the
more in
Great
line,
Southern,
both
so I said,
thematically
that
as
was
well
not
as just with
completely
the way
out
that
of
the
the
art had
question.
kind of evolved in different ways.
Really cool.
And so
North, Central,
I wouldn't
Great South.
expect there to be like a whole bunch of
Yeah.
new like little details or like facets to the world that weren't there before. It's just that a lot of the world has been updated, especially like we're talking like the natural environment, so foliage, grass, some of the some of the town textures and things like that have been updated. And one of the places that I think especially benefits a lot from the work that we've done here is the northern biome, which was a little bit
it's not dead enough.
in my opinion,
Deadlands is not dead enough.
It was something that we had worked really hard to try to figure out, but there wasn't really too many good solutions at the time for the way that we were doing some of the our workflow. So we also changed the workflow for how a lot of this stuff is done, which allows us to get a little bit more out of every inch of the world without having to do a ton of manual work that that would be otherwise incredibly time consuming for a team as small as ours. So we were able to take some of our experience and reapply it, given that we were doing this big overhaul. So a lot of what you're going to see is new areas that maybe feel like they have or pretty old areas, sorry, that maybe feel like they have a fresh coat of paint. And it'll be kind of exciting to see how like videos and things like that come about as you guys dig into this. But one of the other big things is we are doing our absolute very, very best to make sure that, like, if you could play Foxhole well previously, you will be able to play Foxhole well now on the same sort of settings that you had before. That's the goal.
Okay.
Hopefully we will be able to
still run potato
and update and make sure that performance is where it needs to be, as well as the branch goes through and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you getting your hands on this stuff.
The Foxhole GeoGuessr is going to need some major updates.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now let's
forgot about that.
We said that. Let's get into the meat of the update. So let's talk about Airborne, right?
Okay.
So one of the things we did at the beginning was we wanted to set our goals straight for this update, because our goal was not to build the best flight simulator or to try to make a game to try to build an aircraft game that is comparable to other aircraft focused games. Our goal was to build the best thing that will make the parts of Foxhole special even more special, right? So we wanted to enhance the persistent war, and what we wanted to do was not only worry about what you're doing in the sky, but to worry about what's happening on the ground. Questions like, how do you build a plane? That should be a big deal in Foxhole.
That's the whole game, is how do you build stuff?
How do ground crews keep your aircraft operational? These were the parts of
blah, blah, blah. That's Foxhole.
Aircraft and aircraft gameplay that we wanted to focus the most on.
Tanks in the air.
And we also wanted to just make sure that it worked really well with the land and the naval.
Put it super heavy on a plane.
Warfare games as well. And finally, large scale player collaboration. We want to make sure that the big focus was on working together. If you're up in the skies, you could be most effective not by flying alone on your own trying to be a hero, but to work together with your crew on the ground. So that was a big
that's the whole game,
play. And without further ado, we want to give you guys a first look at how flying planes looks like in Foxhole.
Ooh, here we go.
Let's take a look.
All right. Yeah.
Somebody's
Newtown.
Yeah, Newtown.
That is not blemish. Come again.
Okay, that is an interesting plane design. Whoa.
That looks like it's set to a fixed height.
Yeah. Okay, the Blue Man plane looks pretty good. Okay, so everyone gets a bomber. Obviously, everyone gets a bomb. Oh, seaplane! Seaplanes! Oh, that's cool looking.
Wait, what's that? What's that?
Oh, the tail gunner and the okay.
There's a lot of interesting planes here.
Yeah, there are.
That's a bomber.
Around.
Yes.
Oh, they can take out vehicles and oh, cool aircraft damage.
Yes.
Nice. Boom. Oh, that's bad. There's a little guy there.
I can't wait to get a bomber in my face.
Does it explode? Does it explode on the ground?
Oh, I wanted a boom.
It stopped right.
All right. That's how aircraft are going to
Right,
work in
that
Foxhole.
looked good. That looked
That
promising.
did
So
look
let's
good.
just talk about
That
some
plane,
of
what is
the
that?
basics
What
first.
is that?
Aircraft are fully controlled by players. It kind
Skill
of
is
goes
required to
without
fly.
saying. There's different types of aircraft. There's fighters. There's bombers. There's scout planes.
Aircraft can
Other
cross
types of
region
planes.
borders.
And one of the things that
But
we've done
how?
is we've chosen a level of simulation here for the planes that's designed to feel similar to other parts of the game. So we weren't trying to make an accurate flight simulator. We wanted to make it feel like it's in the same style
it's,
of the infantry gameplay, of the vehicle gameplay, and the
You
Neo gameplay
go,
that we already
you
had.
It's Foxhole. This is
But
never going
one
to be
thing that
a
is
flight sim like that. I mean,
a slight
which is fine.
difference is that a high level of
Sir,
skill,
the
more
left wing is
so than
gone.
other parts of the game,
The
more
other right
skill is
wing, it's
required
fine.
in
Sir,
to
the
fly.
right wing is gone as well.
There is
We're at
failure in
risk
flying.
now.
When you take off and land, these are things that you have to practice to try to get right. It's not something that you can necessarily get right on the first try.
Oh
And
God.
that's in part because the flight model was made to feel physically based, as parts of your aircraft are wrecked,
I'm telling you, even
or
if the missions go well,
the physics
most
model
people will just
will
crash
react to
anyway.
that, and the plane
Yeah.
becomes harder to fly. So
I
that's
feel
all to
like
say
this
that
is like trying to
flying
land on the
experience
carrier on
is
the
gonna be a
original
step up
Nintendo
from,
Top Gun game, which
driving
was
a
really
boat
hard.
or driving a
I'm
tank
just
in the
waiting for
game.
like a bomber to try and
And
land,
to
rip one
that
of his landing gears
end,
off, and
crashing
fire
is a
into the
part of
next
the game
fuel
as
truck.
well. And there is an eject function
Yes.
as well. You can eject from your plane if you're equipped with a parachute, which we'll talk a little bit more about later.
Ooh,
Then you can
okay,
survive the
parachutes.
crash. Finally, aircraft can cross the region borders, similar to the land vehicles.
Yeah, how's that going to
Ow.
And to
work?
get a little bit more into user interface, talking about
Oh,
aircraft
interface.
being a bit more skill based, more information was required for the player on the HUD. So this is what the aircraft HUD looks like in game. And to go over a couple of these things here,
Ooh,
the
that's more
VSI
intricate than
and
I
the
thought.
heading are there useful to help players
What's that?
find to locate
Just wanna know.
airfields and to land. And then
Okay,
the
there is a
altitude
cruise
and
mode.
the ground instruments are
So
there
that's probably gonna
to
be for
help
borders.
you do a pair drop, or if you're doing a bombing run, that's information that it is critical for that. And also there's a
so
landing
Colonial
gear
Fighter has a
landing gear
20 millimeter.
indicator
No.
to
Yeah.
because that's a big
like-
part
I
of
was wrong.
Oh, 20 millimeter guns.
taking
Take a
off
look at
and
that.
landing. And then finally the altitude indicator here just helps. It's an indicator that helps
Yeah.
that is
saw
on
the
not
bomber
only
for
your
it.
plane but on
Fine.
Did they
on
change the
planes
20
around you.
millimeter icon?
I
And
don't know,
then
They
the
have
next
a
thing I
new
want to
one.
talk
Left
about
there is a 20
is
millimeter.
uniforms. So
Ooh.
Maybe
pilot
that's the 20
uniforms
millimeter
are
for,
What the fuck is a
required to
uniform?
fly most planes in the game. And one thing to note is that the
Why does the plane
uniforms
look like it's about to
themselves
break
are
apart?
valuable. And
Hmm.
the other thing, moreover,
plane.
to state, which we'll get into more later, is
More
that
of
the
an open
planes
top
themselves
fire.
are extremely valuable resources,
Looks
and the
cool.
uniforms and
Yeah,
the
but don't
pilot
forget,
themselves
it's required to fly it.
is
So
considered
anyone can just fly it.
a part of that value. So
That's
when
cool.
you're flying up
Looks
there,
What did you say?
you would want to
Require
prefer
to fly? What?
I
to
don't
salvage your
either.
plane as opposed to crashing it, and that's both because of the plane and the pilot
Why don't
uniform.
I
But
have
I do
one
want to
for
note
here?
that there are some planes in the game, specifically the scout plane, that
It looks like the guns
it doesn't
are on the
require a
wings
pilot
of this
uniform,
fighter
and
on the
therefore
Yeah,
it's
on the Blue
more
Man fighter, yeah.
And
accessible
below.
to more players. So
Oh,
not
one is
everyone is
awesome.
Big
gonna
gun below.
Ooh, there is
have
a
to
big one on.
engage with
Yeah, I
this
guess that is
high value planes. You can, everyone's gonna get a chance to fly.
interesting.
And
There a
to
second plane has hit the bunker
jump
base.
ahead here to
Yeah.
the roles. So there's like
Alright, so
Foxhole
there's a
fashion,
bombardier role,
there's
co-pilot
different
role,
roles that players can
and of
take
course
on.
spares.
Obviously, there's the
Right.
Bombardier just probably
pilots,
has like a
there's
bot
the
that just
gunners, and that
spams.
works very similar
Yeah.
to how it works in other
Let's
vehicles.
see. Cool.
There's other
Right, this looks good. This plane
roles
looks
here, like the
good.
bomber role.
Yay.
You're there to manage the bay doors and to drop the bombs. And there's also a co-pilot role on planes like the paratrooper plane that's responsible for opening the ramp
Paratrooper plane.
for a paradrop.
Very cool.
And then there's also other roles here like managing the air brake on some planes like the dive bomber.
Oh,
Dive bomber.
dive
Moving on
bomber. That's
to
exciting.
air-to-air combat for a moment here. So fighters can intercept and engage the bombers paratrooper
like
planes and other aircraft.
Okay, intelligence,
And
so they are
those
the
aircraft
conveyor
themselves
systems.
can fight back the fighters. And one thing I do want to talk about here is the damage models
That is a weird looking
on the
plane,
planes.
man. That is a weird
So
looking plane.
It's the Kali bomber.
Yes, orient
Yeah.
this here. So the damage model is a big part of the gameplay. Aircraft consist of different parts: wings, tails, and engines, and these parts can be wrecked or totaled. And as that happens,
very cool.
As damage is taken, the function of the aircraft will start to fail in different ways. The aircraft is going to be harder to fly, and the physics are going to react to it, right? So if your wing is torn off, you will start to struggle. If your tail is torn off, you will start to struggle even more, and you probably won't be able to fly the plane anymore. But as mentioned about the value of the plane,
can we partisan this?
you will want to land your plane at that point and try to salvage it as opposed to crashing. So a big part of the game is trying to manage when it's time to return to your airfield and to try to fix your plane as opposed to losing it out there.
And the pilot uniforms are valuable. That's interesting.
I think the uniform.
At this point, Max, I think I'm going to hand it over to you.
I like that.
Oh, here we go.
What is that?
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, we had a lot of fun with this. So an aircraft can.
Oh look, the bombs are like in an outside.
We are simulating.
Yeah, they're like they're exposed.
With these aircraft.
Blue man.
So, a lot of what I learned a lot about aircraft work.
Does the plane have one headlight?
No. I think those are some huge.
You'll start to get a sense for it once you start to feel the aircraft fall apart. Exactly how integrated the physics are into these.
Total wing. There's no wing.
Aircraft. So, for example, when a wing gets wrecked, like you can see on the top left there, the lift of that wing is going to decrease, which is going to tilt the aircraft to the left and sort of pull the aircraft left. But you can offset that by
I'm surprised
using
they did this much
your
physics
rudder
model.
or your
Okay.
elevator.
This is cool.
To
I'm happy about
shift right.
And
you'll, like I said, you'll get a sense for it once you're actually flying it. But it's really cool that as the aircraft starts to fall apart, as parts become damaged or wrecked and destroyed, that the aircraft starts to lose its functionality, starts to become harder to maneuver, might even start to climb and stall out.
I liked it. In true Blue Man fashion,
the more
gun is
practice you have in
enclosed,
these
like the boat.
aircraft, the better
Yes.
you're going to be as a pilot, but also the more likely you are
I don't really think it's going to matter if they're going to
return
get
to the
shot.
airfield if you're taking significant
damage.
damage. And as Mark pointed out, you'll want to try to recover the aircraft, even if you are taking tremendous amounts of damage. Even if you can't make it all the way back to the airfield, you might aim to land in friendly territory, for example, because even recovering parts of the plane will be a significant advantage or a significant cost savings to replacing it. So there's a lot of different kinds of actions that you can take as these aircraft. We've got the bombing runs, which
torpedoes.
You're meant to target land targets like facilities and
change large hole
soft
mechanic.
structures. You can damage bunkers as well, but the expectation is you should need a number of bombers to be able to do significant damage. We have dive bombers, which will be able to target land and sea vehicles. They'll have bonuses to subsystem disable chances. Torpedo planes, which obviously target ships. We got some really cool mechanics with that as well, which we'll get into later. And strafing runs. So the fighters will be able to target, they're predominantly meant for targeting logistics and disrupting ground-based, back behind the lines efforts. But you can also strafe frontline targets. But fighters have other roles as well, like protecting against bombing runs and shooting down scout planes.
All right, let's
look at that engine design.
Look at anti-air.
Anti-air. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew that.
That's a good one, of course. That's fine. Direct fire.
We suggested it.
We were talking about this the other day.
Black shots in the back.
Yeah. So far, they're all manned, so there's no there's no AI doing it.
It's
so that's cool.
Those look like 94.
Yes.
Advanced radar superstructure. Cool.
Alright, let us speak.
This
No
one
AI.
counts as AA line.
Someone in
No
chat,
AI,
how do
I
you
love
even
it.
Target, yeah, you'll see.
Then talk.
It's fun. So there'll be two kinds of machine guns. There'll be two kinds of two kinds of anti-air that you can utilize against the aircraft. Some of the machine guns will be able to tilt up and be able to target aircraft directly, like fighters when you're coming in for a strafing run. Many of the ships will be able to do this. So,
Oh, cool.
True
They
to
have,
history, the machine guns on the decks of the ships will help prevent
So
runs
the
against the
have
ship.
a limited
And then we
damage.
have these cannons, which are these anti-air replacements, these flak guns, which will operate very similarly to artillery. They shoot into the sky, and you have to try to land hits. There'll be an explosion that lingers in the air that planes could fly through and take damage. Again, true to history. And it will require team effort to try to hit something moving that fast, that high.
Better shoot my own teammate with it.
All right,
blowing up your own planes.
We'll just take a really quick look at the emplacements for each side.
Yeah, so this is the Colonial one. Both of these, the Colonial one and the Warden one, are very similar in functionality.
It's interesting there's no AI with this. That's going to be,
to
I think
rotate
that's
it
good,
and also set the range, and the one gunner who actually has to set the pitch as well. So it's not done automatically. You have to figure out the pitch for the gun that needs to point up, and then try to figure that out or figure out the pitch needed to get the elevation you want to hit the
more math.
aircraft in the sky.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy.
Here's the Warden one. Again, functionality is very similar.
It's good looking. I like that. I like the looks. I like the blue man look of things.
So how do you spot them coming? How do you know when to get on the AA guns? Well, we've got a couple of forms of air intelligence. We've actually split intel between land and air.
That is the weirdest biplane I've ever seen in my life.
At the same time.
Why?
You'll want to see
small-scale naval attacks.
So you'll have to set up specific structures for detecting aircraft.
Oh, it's storm clouds.
And then you'll have to utilize them for
ooh, that's cool.
That there's an air operation underway.
You can.
So this is the radar structure. This is a new large structure, which has two functions. One is the detection of air intel, similar to like a watchtower, but for detecting aircraft. It has a very large cone that you can rotate, so you can point it in the direction that you want it to face for detecting aircraft. It also has a seat that will be useful for the aforementioned pitch, trying to figure out the range, the distance for artillery batteries to target aircraft.
Wow.
So you'll want to place your AA batteries near these structures to maximize your effectiveness.
Right. Now let's talk about aircraft logistics.
Ooh,
okay,
yes.
so the guy gives you the coordinates. Okay, that's good.
Ooh, here we go.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, making parts, of course. Everything's facility is. Yeah, it's gonna be fact locked.
Those were launch pads. Fuck me.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's like every little piece. Oh no. These are going to be expensive, or at least time consuming.
Just make one.
That's true. It's better than a timer. Yeah.
But aren't the parts on the timer?
Can I just lock this ATC, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a lot of questions in chat. I just want to remind you guys we will do Reddit QA later, so don't worry about it. As Mark said earlier on, the
but there seems to be tier 1 and tier 2 airfields.
The emphasis that we really wanted, we didn't want to lose focus of what Foxhole really is. This Foxhole is a game that takes place on the ground. It's a logistics game. It's an infantry game. It's a tank game, a naval game. Everything that happens on the ground should be as important as everything new that we're adding here. So Airborne, as much as it is the center of this update, we also wanted to make sure that we brought it back down to earth. What is it that you need to do to get aircraft running? What do you need to do to keep it maintained? A lot of our effort, like we said,
Paratrooper maybe
in December, is supposed to be focused on the ground crews.
That's cool.
It's well and good that it takes a lot of skill to be a pilot in the air, but you have to.
It looks
but
like the commando.
what good is a pilot without the
Yeah,
team that's dedicated to keeping their aircraft in tip-top shape?
Because that's the pilot uniform, right?
Toward that end, we have airfields. These are placed throughout the world. These are world structures. But they are not the only places where you can take off some aircraft. So the airfields will be required for specific air operations. It will consist of 3 main structures: the runway itself, which has 2 tiers for smaller, tier 1 for smaller aircraft, tier 2 for larger. It's got a hangar for building the smaller aircraft, like the scout planes, and it's got an aircraft depot for storing the planes and constructing them and bringing stuff in. And it sort of acts as the central logistical point for that airfield. Think of it kind of like a seaport, but for aircraft.
An airport. Yeah, that would make sense.
So how we build the aircraft. So this is where a lot of the teamwork comes in. So just like with large ships, how it requires a whole team to operate, not just people manning the guns, but people maintaining the ship itself. There will need to be a team of people who are keeping your aircraft running. And furthermore, they need to be out in the open. We really wanted it to be not some like UI thing. We wanted it to be all out in the open. You could see people walking around the airfield, putting stuff together.
That's nice, but still.
So you'll build the airframe, which is constructed at the large assembly station. You'll bring that to the depot, which creates this. You can see in the background image this kind of like airframe.
People can be involved without having to be facility.
Then you'll construct the parts, bring them over on trailers and small trains, and then submit them to the.
I don't even like the super large
ships.
ships. I don't even know if I'd want to make.
There'll be many different kinds of parts that you need to.
I'd rather make a little fighter
for different kinds of aircraft, and then you'll need to produce the ammunition at factories and at the ammunition factories. An important note is that even a lot of this sounds really complicated and it's meant to be a team effort, but there is a small aircraft, that scout plane, that you can build without doing any of this. That doesn't need any facilities or anything. So smaller groups of players can choose to operate smaller aircraft, which will have less complexity. But even solo players can get a taste of flight by playing in the scout plane.
Yeah, but is the scout plane good for anything but scouting?
So here's a screenshot of here's screenshots of generally what this will look like. You'll need to refuel your aircraft, which will be a huge part of aircraft. Having airfields that are close to the front will allow you to refuel them and get more flight time and give you an advantage in dogfights or in operational range. You'll need to assemble them together as a team. This can take time and disassemble as well for repairing. When aircraft takes damage, it's a process to get those parts repaired. You'll need to take them off. You'll need to repair the underlying core structure, and you'll need to rearm them as well. You'll have to bring in the ammunition necessary. Some of them are large items, some of them are not.
Yeah,
and it should be. Our expectation is that over time, or is that there will be a whole host of people on the ground. Air traffic controllers, even repair crew directors, people needed to keep flights of aircraft in the sky.
Awesome. And I think we're about on schedule, Max, for this next part, which I'm personally pretty excited about. So let's get to it.
Gonna be a map update. Oh, paratrooping, nice. Oh yeah.
Walk in and take a seat. That's good.
That's very cool.
12.
Landing a group of 12 people behind enemy lines is going to be badass. That's just facts.
Go! All the central challenges.
Yes, exactly. Go! Take out a building.
That's our paragraph.
Yeah.
That we're
Also close.
Oh, they look good. These Blue Man uniforms, they look good. They look good.
Blue uniforms look so good.
They look great. Yeah, they look great.
All right,
planes look great
let's
too.
talk about paratroopers. So, just to talk about how you equip and prepare for a paratrap, you obviously need a paratrooper plane. You need a pilot and a co-pilot to fly it. And if you want to suit up, you need a uniform and a paratrooper backpack, which obviously contains the paratrooper. The parachute. And
backpack optional. Parachute optional.
Ramp, and they load up onto the paratrooper plane. And
That's very fun.
the pilot flies it to the target location. Co-pilot will open the ramp. And to actually paradrop, it doesn't take much. You just walk off the ramp, and your parachute will automatically open.
That's cool.
And then
Keep it
that's
simple.
essentially how it works if you want to drop behind enemy lines. One important feature here is that once you jump out and once you hit the ground, paratroopers will be invisible to map intel for a period of time after dropping.
And what is that period of time?
Right now, that's around 30 minutes, but that
30 minutes
time duration is
damn!
subject to change. And we'll
so
just want to take a look
That's
at the
long.
two
I thought it was
uniforms
going to be
here.
like
Here's
5.
the colonial uniform,
I thought it was gonna be
and
20.
here is the
They can
Warden
set up
one,
an entire
and then
ambush.
there's
I have no
also
idea.
the backpack item here that is required to drop.
I
And
like that.
just
That graph
to
is
note,
kind of silly
if you
for some reason.
You can jump
I
out
like it though.
without a parachute, which is not a good idea. If you're over
You can.
encumbered,
Good.
your
See,
parachute
parachute's not
will
mandatory.
fail to deploy as well. So
don't be
it's possible
fat
to
and
have
jump.
accidents, and you need to be prepared. So
Don't be fat.
and having
Can I fall on
said
top of
that,
Okay, so
I
you
think
can't
it's time
drop
to
in
look
over
at the
gun
aircraft
and it
for
fails.
each faction, and I guess we
Encumber.
will
God, encumbrance rules.
start with the colonials here.
All right, let's see. Green man. I think blue man looks better so far, which is good because I'm blue man.
Ooh, those are the colonials.
Scout plane.
Is that one of those rolling?
Yeah, it's a water plane. Very cool. All right, there's their basic fighter. It looks good actually. It looks good. Steering looks like it's actual pretty intense. Like, that's cool.
I mean, planes can spot submarines.
You got what was that?
That's cool.
That was a new gunboat.
Gunboat?
The new gunboat.
Yeah, I saw it in background. Right?
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, it was right there on the right. It was small boat. Smaller than
You gotta get a better look at that.
Yeah. Paratrooper plane. There's a lot of new planes. I thought there'd be like 2, 3.
We can drop on top of the ballpark. We can drop on top of the ballpark.
Yeah, everyone on top. Yeah.
All right.
Man, it's hard to believe how
Terrific
much time
water.
has gone by since we started working on these. It's been like 8 months.
And
I know
level
you get
water,
a
finally.
community. You probably felt like it's been
That's gonna
years,
be
but
really
Oh,
good
it's
to
been
work
a
on
lot
these.
longer than that when we started working on the
pretty
prototype.
cool.
It's been
Refuel at, like,
almost
some
2
random
years.
ass island that
So
was oil on
that's
it.
true.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to get
Surface
really
water
technical,
mine.
I mean, we did a prototype of
Surface
this
water
like
mine.
5 years ago.
So what? Basically,
I think we started.
Just
I think we started
surface
writing
code.
code about
No, mines.
2
what I'm
years
saying.
ago. I could be off by a couple
Wait,
months, but
mine.
Sea
yeah,
mines.
I
Oh.
think it's been
Water mine.
Oh.
Surface
2
water
years.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
All
got a
right, so let's go
12-7.
through these aircraft one at a
Foxhole,
time. Let's give you
maybe.
guys a general sense of what we're expecting to see from them. But of
All
course, a
right.
reminder that a lot of this stuff could change in Dev Branch, so try
Yeah.
to take that with a grain of
That's
salt.
fine.
This is the Colonial Scout plane. This is the
Thing.
plane that you will be flying if you're just a solo player and you just want to get into the sky and see what it's like. The
for the
purpose of
solo
this
player?
aircraft
Wow.
is it can drop mines, surface water mines, which we'll get into a little bit later.
It's a scout.
that
And
blue
it
one?
has very limited ammo
We're getting to
for
the blue ones first, don't worry.
dogfighting, but it can potentially fight other scout planes and it can also do
I
a
wanna
couple of
see the
strafing runs.
So
exploded
it's
versions.
definitely not made for fighting.
The Colonial Fighter. This is kind of
That
the
looks
centerpiece
okay.
of all of
Wait,
the
main
of all the
armament
planes.
20
It kind of
millimeter?
functions as
Yeah,
the linchpin
we
for
already kinda
the
figured that out.
Yeah,
entire arsenal.
20 mil. That's good.
Is that
It's
the build, yeah,
predominantly used for
Yeah, they showed
countering
that earlier.
other aircraft.
Cool,
if
cool.
an enemy
Yeah, I know.
is doing a bombing
No,
run,
but
for example,
main
this is the
armament.
premier
I
way
thought
of
that
stopping
it
it.
had some different
It's
kind
also
of
used for
stuff.
dogfighting other fighters. It shoots down
Yeah.
scout planes
Well,
it
it's
looks
a
pretty
different
well.
type of
okay.
20 mil
And it
armor.
takes
Not
only
the
one
one
pilot. So, but
I
again,
like the way the
as we
blue
said
plane
earlier,
looks a
it's
little
all-
more.
the
Blue man
ground
plane.
crew is important
This,
too.
I
You'll have
like
to
the
keep
wing
these things
design is neat.
rearmed and refueled.
It looks like it's one of those 12s. Like
The dive bomber. This is my
So
personal
this gets a
favorite.
rear
This is
gunner
one of my
here.
favorite. It's so fun. I don't know.
It's so
but
fun.
It's so fun to play this.
Call
You
it
can
that
drop. So
dive.
yeah. So this is able to drop bombs on both tanks and ships.
And
its
infantry, I
main
hope.
advantage. is
Hopefully
that
the
it
Warden
has
one can have the
turn-
gun
or it
rotate
has
360
subsystem,
degrees.
Disable chances. So if you're attacking ships, for
imagine
example,
if they
you'll
can
want to
remain
try your
characters
best
that
to get a
nuke out of
precise
nowhere
hit
because
on the
that matters
turrets
for
in
them.
order to disable them. And that's why it's a dive
Oh,
bomber.
but
The,
That's,
dive,
potentially to get a
the,
bomber
that's
act,
cool,
the
though.
act of diving down towards the
Yeah.
ship is what gives it its accuracy.
So what's the crew
And
like?
to try to drop that
Two?
bomb
Looks
exactly
like
where you
two.
need it to go will be important for the effectiveness of this.
And there's actually another function for the gunner role, right, Max? You want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
that's right.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
right. There's
Oh, yeah, two.
the
Says two.
rear gunner will help protect the plane from fighters, for example, that are on its tail. But it also has an air brake, so the gunner will be able to initiate an air brake,
A
which will
dive.
slow its descent, making that targeted hit a little bit easier. But that will require good teamwork and skill.
Well, that's easy. Everyone's a Discord in this game. Well, you know, not everyone.
The
But who
pilots
knows?
just go.
The paratrooper
plane.
So yeah, as Mark said, you'll be able to launch air operations and drop partisans behind enemy lines. They'll be invisible to intel
Look
for
at
about
these
30 minutes. Again,
wheels,
left arc
man,
to
with the
change for
thing all the
balance.
way down. That's
I
crazy.
want to just state that, like,
They don't even
for
have
the
to
Crazy
longest
intelligence with
time,
them.
partisans have been
You can just
struggling
let
in our
next
game.
coast.
They've just logistics is such a core part of our game. We had to be very careful not to disrupt their experience too much. And this paratrooper plane is kind of our opportunity to go back to some of that original partisan experience.
Partisan is always
Feeling
good.
unsafe in the back lines is supposed to be a part of Foxhole, but we need to make sure that that's carefully balanced. So we're going to be listening to you guys' feedback about that, but keep that in mind. The goal here is not is to ruffle some feathers a little bit.
I love it.
Yeah, but
I want to go
that's
so
good. I
behind
like
enemy
that.
lines.
The Colonial Heavy Bomber, this
35 bombs.
tremendous number of bombs,
Ooh.
and it does a tremendous amount of
Holy
damage.
shit.
But the expectation here is that you should need a flight of them. It shouldn't just be one guy in one bomber doing tremendous amounts of damage. It's supposed to be a whole wing of them
3x
flying in
defensive
formation,
machine
dropping,
guns. That's
trying
cool.
to drop their bombs on the same
Just one in
target.
front and two in
If
the
you
back,
can
maybe?
do that, this thing will be extremely devastating. And one of the most effective ways to
The way the
counter it will
wheels
be
are
with
just
fighters. So you'll want to protect them as well. You'll want to have fighter
giant,
wings
stiff,
running alongside them,
No,
and
mortars.
possibly escape routes.
So what I'm
If
hearing
it
is
starts
there
to
will
take
be,
damage and starts to go
QRF
down, you'll
versions
want to
sent
try to
out
find a
all
way
times.
to recover them
That's
without
like
going
being a
down behind
nose gun.
enemy
That's the
lines.
worst. You just standing in there. Ooh.
All right.
It's a lot of
that
wind in
does
your
it for
face
the
standing in that front gun.
Colonial aircraft lineup, and
This
That's
now
a good
let's
bomber,
move
prediction.
on to the Wardens.
Ah, but it's a Battlefield 1 heavy bomber.
Blue man!
Silence.
Alright, so let's see what we got. Ooh, the seaplane looks weird biplaning. Cool. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I like the engine design on these. Actually. I like the engines.
He does.
Seaplane fighter, look at that! Whoa, what? That's so weird! Where did they come up with that design? I like it. I'm not complaining.
Oh, that was cool, man. That even.
Yeah, that is good.
Warden bias.
Warden fighter looks
It's
good.
nice you have an airfield next to the person.
If we actually get to read bombers, they don't.
Nice. Oh,
So that one is the heavy normal difficulty.
oh.
Don't use some other kind of.
So yeah,
Oh, we have a thing like that.
Oh, light bombers. They have heavy bombers, but we have
Light bombers. Okay. We'll have to see the stats on this, obviously, but
That one looks so close.
these planes look. The Warden planes look much better. I don't know, my opinion.
Alright.
Blue Man planes look tight. They look good. I don't know.
They do
I like them
look
more
good.
than the Green Man planes.
Oh,
Cool.
me too.
So
The Warden Scout plane. I forgot to mention this about the Colonial Scout plane. They both float on water, as you can see
Right.
from the videos, which will be important later. Again, we'll talk more about it later.
What?
Similar
Wait,
to
what?
the Colonial Scout plane, this one, or recon plane, the
It's so weird with the wings. Weird.
this Warden recon plane drops a mini torpedo. So again, useful over water, meant to counter small
torpedo.
ships. It's got limited ammo capacity.
Where's
for
the
shooting
gun,
its
though?
machine
Like,
gun,
it says
but
it as a-
its primary purpose is to support
12.7 where?
early game.
Don't tell me it comes up out of the engine.
Small ship naval.
Where's the gun?
I like that one.
This is
the
what
Warden
is
Sea Fighter. So
this?
this is an extra plane, which I'll talk more about a little bit later. But this is an extra plane that the Wardens get that the Colonials don't. So you'll notice the Wardens
Don't
actually
tell me the
use an
gun's in the
extra
middle
fighter,
of the
and I'll
propeller.
explain why later.
It's got a canoe.
This is a fighter. It's more
It's got a
limited
canoe.
in its ammo capacity. It's slower in speed than the Warden Fighter, but it does provide some more short-range options, like being able to land and take off from water.
I mean, one person plane. That's great.
The Warden Fighter. This one is
14.5
is symmetrical to the Colonial one, but they're not exactly the same.
Ooh,
They both have a
New
different
ammo.
feel to it.
No, new ammo,
This
yeah,
one
that is.
has a 14.5 millimeter
The
cannon,
big gun
which
on the
is
bottom, two on the
actually
wings, I guess?
the AT rifle ammo, the 20 millimeter that you guys are used to. We just changed we're changing the name because 20 millimeter was a little ridiculous that people were walking around with that. So this is it's got the secondary armament is an AT rifle that will allow it to target lighter vehicles like armored cars, on the ground, as well as strafing targets.
Interesting. That's good looking. Whoa.
Torpedo bomber. This one is my second favorite ship, and
It looks
they're pretty
cool.
close between this
That
one
one
and
looks
the
cool.
dive bomber.
It's like
This
steampunk
one
looking.
drops two torpedoes. What I love about this
It
one
kinda
is
looks
to
like
get
a
the torpedoes
submarine with
into
wings.
its
Yeah,
loaded up. You
yeah.
have to do the wrench thing, just like
Weird.
the submarines, which I just think feels really, really great.
Yeah, you have to actually.
When you
The
drop
man for
torpedoes,
war.
this
I
is
like the
important.
name. I like the name.
Take
Yeah.
notes. When you drop torpedoes, you have to be a certain height above the water. If you're too high above the water, it'll detonate on the surface. But even at
Sure.
the height, if you're too high, the torpedo has to sort of go down into the water and then come back up to the surface. So
Jesus,
if you're
it's gonna
still
be
pretty
advanced.
high, but and you drop the torpedo, you could miss your target by having the torpedo basically
What a
go
weird
under
looking-
the ship
just
that you're trying
weird.
to hit. So you
Weird.
want to try to give yourself
like
a
it.
lot of run time,
Weird.
and you want to try to get as close to the surface of the water as possible to keep the torpedo
Oh,
on
wow.
the surface.
It looks cool as fuck.
Actually, it's funny, Max, because I felt the same about the dive bomber being my favorite first, and then I saw this one in action later on, and I'm like, I think I'm changing my
How's
position.
the gun not going to shoot its own tail off in the back? though?
You guys are wrong. The dive
I'm
bomber
feeling
is
that
cool.
too.
It looks like it's going to shoot its own tail off.
So here's the paratrooper plane. Again,
like
similar
this
to
one.
the colonial one.
I
This
like
one
this.
functions a little bit differently with where the parts are located, but generally speaking, it's
kind of a big
it's
target
Pretty
up there.
similar. There's actually something I forgot to mention about the previous paratrooper plane. They also carry crates. This one carries a little bit more than the colonial one, but they can carry crates on them, which are represented on the interior, which can be used for delivering them from airfield to airfield. So if you wanted to do some air logistics to bring critical supplies from one airfield to the next, you can do that on these
small
paratrooper
boxes,
planes.
crates, lottery truck, or vehicle crates.
And the light bomber. It says light bomber,
Still
but
get
they're pretty
32 bombs,
similar.
so
I think it has a
we're good.
slightly
Only 3 less.
lower bomb drop rate, but its maneuverability is better. But they're
This is
pretty
good
similar,
looking.
so I wouldn't worry too much about that. This one has 2 machine guns, one on the rear and one on the top. It does not have one on the front.
Or on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
All right,
No ball gunner.
It's time to talk about the next big feature of the Airborne update.
Ooh,
which
here we go. Okay.
we'll start up with a video here.
What other feature?
This is the longest death streams.
Ships.
Let's look 30 minutes.
Time for ships.
Oh,
Yeah.
that looks
Oh, those
nice. That's what they showed in the preview.
Maritime areas.
Region Islands and Maritime Air. Nice. The new buildings look good.
Like a
New builds, region islands,
I like
maritime
it.
areas.
Like it.
Yeah, that looks good too.
What else?
Yes.
That looks like a fun place to invade.
Oh, that's
Nice,
awesome.
nice
was
art.
interesting.
Fording across the water on foot, probably.
Should be like 400 days.
Yeah.
So
New
we only
map,
showed a couple
everyone.
of
new
new
map.
regions there, but
couple?
there's quite a few.
Before-
10?
More than that.
10? Oh, that's not a few.
Yes, 10 in fact, but more than that technically. 'cause we
few.
had to alter
It's
some of the
10.
existing maps a little bit.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a lot more changes to the world than just adding 10 new map regions. But
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, but
why
still.
don't you talk
man.
about a little bit of our
That's a
motivation
year.
for
Yeah.
adding those regions?
Yeah, sure. So
Just the amount of
we really
load
liked
that
the
you
symmetrical
can
view of the
tower
world,
you
but
need
it was
for
we
the
had to
airplanes.
add
Yeah, I think it's
some more
we
maps
need.
because something we were feeling
New
was
land
that the naval
masses,
gameplay
so
was
new
getting somewhat
cosmos,
suffocated.
or what?
Like there wasn't there wasn't enough space to really maneuver.
The new
we watched a bunch of you guys' really great YouTube videos talking about the naval battles, and they tended to happen across 2 regions, even 3 regions, which is super awesome. But like that's the whole ocean. We needed more space if we're going to add aircraft to it, which could
more boats
cross 1 or 2 regions or more, right? So we had to somehow add space, but we didn't want to take away from the land game. So we felt like we had no choice. We had to expand out. We had to create more playable ocean space so that you guys could have battles that didn't play out the same way every time.
I mean, and one of the big things that has been talked about before is more ocean space. Like that's something I've seen a lot of players talking about since before naval, even just having more like ocean tiles in general. So this was a good time to do it, and also it adds a lot of variety and new ways to interact with like the airborne gameplay.
Even just for gunboating, that's awesome.
So
I like gunboating a lot.
One of the cool side effects of this is we get to explore a little bit more of some regions in the lore that maybe we hadn't previously. So a lot of the new, I think all of the new northern regions are in Nicknevin, and all the southern region, all the new southern maps except for Lycos Isle are in the in Veli. So we have even more Velian maps as well now. So that it'll be kind of cool. And some people who may have followed the development and all the way back to our older map concept art will recognize some of the names that show up.
Okay, I'm gonna actually show the new map before you guys keep talking.
Yeah, well, and one thing I will say too is some of the visuals are still work in progress, so just keep that in mind as we go into the decorations.
Where did the fingers go?
Yeah, same with this map image. They moved the fingers. This is a work in progress, so you'll notice that the mountains are really hard to see. That's just work in progress. But you can, I think, if you zoom in, you can probably gather a pretty good idea of what's being changed.
Interesting.
I think the main thing you want to look at is how. Take a look at the roads on these new larger islands, these multi-region large items. They're somewhat different. I'll let you guys speculate about what that means. You'll notice we've had some places. We've made fingers basically a whole island because of how awesome it was and how much you did.
That's interesting.
But what we really loved about the fingers, we noticed from a lot of you guys' gameplay, was that fingers reached into Reaver's Pass, and that was a big part of the reason that people really focused on it, and it was the center of so much conflict.
Yeah,
and we really liked that. So we kind of did the same thing in several places here. We wanted to reach into the mainland so that you guys, when you take this island, it actually has meaning. Taking this larger island means like an easier jump off point for actually getting back onto the mainland.
All right.
Interesting. Yeah, this is
Are
okay.
we done yet, Max? I think maybe we have a bit more here. Yeah, actually, there is something cool here. Where we talked a lot about.
Yeah, okay, this is
this
cool.
update about about planes, about the graphical overhaul, about the new maps, and there is actually a second update we worked on to include in this Airborne update. And we're gonna show it to you now.
God damn it.
More Hexagon is going to be nukeable all the time.
Yes, new boat.
Oh, boats!
My boat.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Looks like it's open.
Deployable sea minefields. Okay.
They look so cute.
Life Raiders. Ooh. Okay.
Look at those crates.
That's the crates they were talking about.
Updated.
Oh, whoa! Whoa!
Okay.
Oh, anti-airboat!
Light boats.
Nice.
Wait, it's still a no.
Ooh, that's beefy.
Okay, the running looks stupid.
Siege boat?
This one looks kind of
Siege boat? God, that's a lot of new boats. That's not some new boats. Siege boat, look at that gun on that thing! Oh! Yo! And it's got one headlight. That's what matters. One headlight.
All right, Naval Warfare Part 2, Max.
I didn't expect
keeps going.
6 new boats.
No, this is not really naval warfare
No,
part
it's
2.
not.
We're
No,
this
we're
is
selling it,
let's.
yeah.
I mean, this is
And,
for a
and that's not all though. But anyway,
That's
that's just a
awesome.
teaser.
We would love to come back to
Finally,
naval
the
warfare,
B
but this is
in
not
PvP
that.
is
So
going
this
to be
is
expanded.
Yes, more B!
What
More
we really
B!
wanted to expand
always
on was
the
the
P. It's
early
always the
war
P.
naval
P is
gameplay.
Oh, and the P,
specifically.
yeah.
A
We'll
lot
double
of
the
you
P.
guys, we watched some of the early game naval gameplay, and it was lacking. We saw barges with HE grenades. Basically, that was the
You
culmination.
don't like the
of
barge
early-
battles, Max?
No, I really hated the barge battles for so long.
Boo! Boo to this
So
guy!
now we wanted to expand on this. We
Boo!
wanted to give there to we wanted there to be an actual
Barge
game
battling is
in the
cool,
Navy
man.
in the early start of the
Yeah.
game.
Wait, so
We wanted to give more accessible naval options. Like these are.
I don't know.
were,
I want to find this new meta, though. I'm excited about
the
whatever the
smaller
new
groups
meta
of
is with
players
this.
don't want to build a giant destroyer to get into
those
the naval
big
game.
fellas are kinda cool.
But they want more than just the gunboat. So this is for them.
So now there's basically
And we
like
wanted to
3
give the
tiers
scout
of
planes a
boats.
dedicated combat function
Like
because
light
we
or
don't
force.
want scout planes to really stifle the infantry gameplay
but
in the early game,
colonial,
like over land. So we
medium
wanted to
ships look
really
like
emphasize a
very
purpose
first
and a
Yeah,
combat
and
role.
If these
that
are
wasn't
smaller
gonna just
than
be,
gunboats,
that wasn't just going to.
they're going to be even cheaper to make. Not that gunboats are expensive;
So
they're not.
these guys. That's why they got the surface.
So this is
mine and
early
the,
on. I like
mini
this
ship.
to
The
change
main
these
role
start.
is in this early war naval game.
Yeah, where's the aircraft carrier?
So we've got a new kind of mine,
It's
which is a
income
surface
rate.
mine, which is used for
Not
countering
this,
small
okay.
ships. We've got an underwater mine, which you guys have seen, but now you can place it on the surface. But this mine
Oh,
is what's used for
okay.
countering larger ships, or large ships.
Yeah, the rudder lock's the one that already.
And all these mines can be placed as splines now and maintained as structures. So you don't just place them down and they last for 2 days. They have to be maintained
Oh,
with
that's
maintenance
good.
supplies,
That's good.
and they can be
No,
destroyed.
M subs,
by damage.
Jesus.
So they're an actual.
M
structure.
subs.
The role
No.
of scout planes is to interdict logistics and
subs.
to help scout
The
for these
water's
minefield.
including M subs.
Ships with dedicated combat
There's
roles
we
is
have
actually
a lot of
anti-ship and
different
shore
ships, as you
bombardment.
saw in the video, that have different specific roles, like anti-air,
And then
anti-ship,
light
and
freighters,
shore
which is
It's a
bombardment.
good looking ship.
And we added
I
a
like the way it
new
looks.
light freighter,
It
which is meant to deliver crates directly from one seaport to another seaport in smaller value or smaller amounts. It can also deliver crates directly from a seaport to a storage ship, which is the
Okay.
bluefin,
Nice,
which
okay.
you can
Oh, that's also quite
which you
Hey,
can use to
storage
support your naval
ship.
landings.
And then he changed it to bluefin.
Right.
New storage ship.
So here's the
Okay.
mine boat. This was really cool. The work that was done on this is
I like the look.
exemplary. And it was
That looks cool.
We used some of the stuff that comes from
Yeah, it
the
looks really
construction
nice.
equipment. So there's a lot
It
of
has an
there's a
MG
really
also.
cool animation where
Yeah,
the
it does.
mines sort of
Hey,
drop off the
yeah,
back
we're gonna
and
start
then get
hunting
submitted to
submarines
the
with
build
this ship.
site. But we'll let you guys sort of give that a shot. It's got a machine gun on the back, which can help.
I don't know why it
protect
looks like it
against,
needs sails
scout
though.
planes.
What is the? I don't know why they
The
look
light
like it
freighter, I
needed
explained
sails
a little bit
though.
earlier. It represents the
That's-
crates themselves are
what's
represented
that
on the
name?
deck of the ship. So if you're attacking with the light freighter, you actually know
Crocodile.
it's full.
Crocodile by VAC.
There's a lot of those memes like, oh, my bluefin was
I
empty.
have an idea.
But now this one, there's no
people on
denying
that
if you killed something with
Can we
value.
put people on that one? Can we fill like
Yeah,
20 people?
can people put guns on the side and
Wait,
it's
those-
back to
those-
The
barging?
light
Hey,
boat. This
those
is
are
used
no PMS
predominantly
ships.
for escorting. This
It was no
are
PMS.
escorting
Oh,
ships.
light
This
boat.
is pretty effective at countering like
Yes,
so
20
many
millimeter
aircraft
quad
really, so it's
guns.
useful for
Alright.
escorting like the larger ships as well. This one's pretty fast. They can and
Oh, the Green
yeah,
Man
it
gunboat
uses
got
a
fast
new type of
eventually.
ammo
It's
that
fast, but
is specific for
can't turn for
countering.
shit.
Aircraft.
As
It
opposed to their
shreds
other
the scout
boat, which
planes,
can
so
turn
if you see
very
one of
fast.
these, avoid
Okay,
it.
what?
Similar for
Oh,
the
same
wardens. Theirs is a
weapon.
little bit
Okay.
larger, a little bit
damn,
tougher.
What,
But
20?
it's performs a similar
No, I
role,
have
but
the
it's
same.
slower.
Yeah.
And
No,
this
that
one
was
is
what,
big.
No,
12.7,
the
wasn't it?
machine gun.
Cool.
Drop a little bit of the renders here.
It looks a bit like
Nice
the
open
yacht.
sea gunner.
And I like that
Okay,
each of
folks.
these have deck
Yeah, look,
space
that's the
that
old
like
gun
even if
code.
you don't want to use it for its
It
intended
is.
purpose, you can still walk around on
That's
there with guns and
cool.
use it for
Okay.
anything. It's a sandbox
is-
game.
I'm gonna send you
The
picture
medium
of the very
boat. So
first
this
one
is
we
the
did.
one that's meant to counter
Yes,
other
it
small
had
boats. So
120
think of this
and
kind of like a
this
tank
is
on the
40
water.
millimeter.
It's meant to shoot at other
Yeah, but
Shoots
other
front,
ships,
shoots back.
very similar.
infantry
Yeah,
boats,
and
shoots from the
freighters. It can be
sides,
used for raiding,
I
but
guess.
or protecting your
Little weapon?
30 millimeter autocannon
logistics chains.
on the front. No, that's
No,
the
no,
No, it's 40 on the
It's
front.
side.
It should be
It's
noted.
40
well,
millimeter
I guess we'll
autocannon,
get to the next
because
one.
look
So a
how
similar thing
much
for the
space
Warden
it has.
gunboat or the Warden medium boat.
RPG launcher.
This is like their
Oh, an
their
RPG
tank
launcher
to
for Blue
meant to
Man.
be the
Makes
British
sense.
way of destroying other ships.
Really? I hate the
It's worth mentioning that these are
That was
shipyard
something.
I
vehicles.
hate
These are
that,
not
man.
facility.
They're
These are all
shipyard
shipyard.
vehicles.
Great. So
Right,
this
'cause,
is
like,
a Blue Man boat
we
that
don't
can be
have
attacked from
big
behind, I
shipyard
guess,
vehicles.
right?
for these
Shipyard
ships. Yeah, these are like like the base vehicles
Oh
of
wait,
these
shipyard.
ships.
That's
You
good.
don't need to build
Shipyards are
facilities
good.
for the
Yeah, it's accurate to say, Max, that one of the driving forces of this is just to just allow more players to participate in an Enable game.
The entrance is weird in the back,
and they're not even. I could be. Maybe I'll just save that then. I'm not actually completely sure, but it's meant to be accessible for everybody.
Yep, rocket boat.
And the siege boat. So there's a bombardment. There's a way to bombard the shore with these things. These are all early game vehicles. I should note these are like very early game. Think like the first couple days of the war, you'll be able to run these. So they have these bunker busters early war. They are extremely powerful for busting things open near the shoreline, and that's intended so that you guys can still
with the ranges
potentially perform naval landings early on in the game, but they're limited to the
this one
to the sea.
is.
And remember, there are sea mines. So even though there's quite a powerful shore bombardment weapon now, remember there's also ways to protect against these sort of things.
Roasting everyone on that deck with a flamethrower. Everyone on that deck gets roasted with a flamethrower.
What's different about this one, Max?
Look at those.
It has an interior space, which nobody asked for. There has been an ongoing complaint that the Warden gunboat is just superior in every way, and one of the main criticisms was that it has this interior space where players can be protected. So we tried our best to alter it in days past, and you'll notice that we still use it in the shore bombardment ship. So we've just changed its role to something new, and instead, in place, we've given you this brand new colonial gunboat. So they should be way more symmetrical. The colonial gunboat.
It's a little asymmetrical, but yeah.
And these gunboats, the gunboats are important. They are still the only way for small ships to attack large ships. All of these other ships, they're not going to be effective at killing large ships. The large ships are still, when you see them, they still should dominate the seas.
I still love
the Warden's siege boat.
Looks like a submarine.
Warden equivalent of the shore bombardment one. Again,
this
is early war. They will be powerful, but there are mines now to mitigate against them.
Could we have like small submarine, please?
It's cool that you can actually see the mines on the deck. It's not shown in this render, but that little pallet there, you can put the shells down. You actually have to walk them to the gun, which is really quick for a small ship.
Yep.
I didn't hear it now, but I think you could put a pellet down.
Large ship update.
We didn't want to leave the large ships out in the cold. There's a lot of changes that we made to the large ships, but again, this is not the major. We'd love to make more changes to large ships, but these were the ones we needed to make now. We felt like the damage control gameplay for players who were doing damage control, we felt like it was just way too
that's going to be nice for the
one-dimensional. So we wanted to give you guys more stuff to think about, more things to prioritize, and we wanted to address some key criticisms about large holes. So large holes can now be repaired with metal beams. But if a new leak opens in that compartment, it will reopen the large hole. So you'll still want to take these things to dry dock to repair them, but the large holes won't be as devastating as they were before.
That's smart. A lot of people were complaining about that. I'm not a large ship
we just didn't want you guys
so
bailing water 100% of the operation. We just needed needed to give you an option to disable that. The disabled turrets can now be repaired, but it will take a large number of metal beams. So losing a turret in the midst of a fight will still be devastating and will still give damage control crews something to think about. But you can repair it so that losing a turret doesn't mean the end of the operation.
That's good, though.
That's good.
You'll be able to reload all the barrels at once.
Big ship people should like
We did this because we wanted, again, we want the damage control crews to feel like they have more things to think about. So you want to communicate to the gunners. You don't want the gunner to just keep hitting R whenever they can. You want to tell them when to reload because all 3 shells are in. So give you guys more stuff to think about and do. And of course, I mentioned this earlier, the underwater mine can be placed on the surface, so now you need to be aware of mines. So keep an eye out. You want people on the decks looking out for those mines.
Yeah, I mean, hitting the B button is pretty brain dead.
Brings us to the final,
except for large tanks where you have to have an engineer.
Airborne update.
Rounds ready.
One last thing, which I think everyone's going to be hopefully excited about.
Oh no! Oh yes! Not even. Jeez, this is long. Oh, damn! Yo! There you go. The Mercy, I like it. Alright, that's cool.
Why do you need?
Yeah! I didn't expect this one.
You did that historically. It's too moving around. They don't have much range.
Okay.
but you can get planes for actual fighter. You can get actual fighters.
Wood deck is classy though. The wood deck is classy.
Abu, petition to go Kali.
Yeah.
Yes.
That looks nice.
Petition to go Kali.
Okay, that looks really good.
Okay, colonial bias confirmed.
Yep.
Okay, that looked really good.
Okay,
Wow.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah. Nobody asked for this.
Oh.
Nobody asked for this. Yeah, right. Nobody asked. For
This has never been
Oh.
mentioned by anyone ever. No one's ever wanted these vehicles
I
in the
don't know
game.
what to ask for now.
Yeah, I know, right? This is everything
the
I ever wanted.
Colonial aircraft carrier.
What do we
So
now?
this one is
Okay,
you'll
colony
have
aircraft
there's
carrier,
two
but-
aircraft
does
that can
ours
launch
suck?
from this: the dive bomber and the fighter plane.
But
So
ours
there's
has
an
guns.
advantage to
can't-
being
so
able
we
to launch
can't
the
do a
fighter because the
dual
fighter
level
is the
maneuver.
best, is the premier weapon for protecting against like bombing runs and other aircraft. So being able to launch a basic fighter from the ocean
the guns
is
on the
Colonial's
side.
biggest
Cool, okay.
advantage. The dive bombers, you'll also be able to launch from this thing to help attack and assist
Oh wow,
against
so they can launch
Damn.
pretty big planes.
Dive bombers and
ships.
fighters.
Yeah,
And
big.
you can rearm them here as well. But and we spent some time,
I mean,
a
they
lot of
do
time
need
trying to like
those,
fine tune
because
how
we
hard
have
it is to take off and
torpedo
land on these things. It will take a challenge.
airplanes.
It will take a
You
lot
have
of
a
skill.
Oh, so many
but
planes are
it
going to
is
crash
doable,
into this and blow
and
up.
it's
There's
it's
no way.
awesome when you can. When
Yeah.
you finally figure out how to do it, it just feels great. That elevator goes up and down. There's whole roles associated with that for like repairing and maintaining
Wow,
aircraft
that
on
is
these
the
things.
LARPiest shit ever.
Yeah.
I love it.
The Warden aircraft carrier. So, like I mentioned earlier, the Wardens get an extra fighter, something that the
get
Colonials
a
simply don't. And now I hope it
and
becomes
planes.
clear why. The point of this fighter is to launch it from this aircraft carrier. This fighter was designed for this aircraft carrier. It's you can fly in,
That's
you'll
why it looks
land
so
next to the
weird.
ship,
Yeah.
and then you'll be able to crane it back up
Okay.
on and rearm it, and then bring
Oh.
along these aircraft
land
with
next
you. It's
to
a
it, yeah.
lot easier to take off
Oh, we
with
have
take off and land
cranes.
with these. And
Yeah.
again,
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't
the
have to
cranes
use
on
the
the
aircraft
side.
carrier
Less
with these
skill.
aircraft. They
Less
can,
skill.
fly off
Less
and
skill.
you
Wait,
can
so
rearm it
that
on
man
other
is saying
places. But
about
having
Warden
this
for less
aircraft
skill.
carrier is what's going to enable your naval fleets to
God, this
bring
looks
the
a lot
aircraft
cooler
with
than
you,
the
to have
college,
that
man.
mobile airfield
You can go back
that
to your
allows
ship,
you to
you can
rearm
crank
and
it back
refuel
on. That's
right next to
cool,
the
man.
front and allow the
I like it.
aircraft to get the maximum
like
out
it.
of it.
I find it okay. It's okay.
It looks
I mean,
okay
it's
now.
something
yeah.
else than the Kali
You don't
one,
get
but
PvE with that
And
thing though. That's the
brings
unfortunate
us
part.
to the release
February
date.
9th.
So,
February 9th. Wow. Okay.
Airborne's gonna
9th,
be
okay.
arriving on February the 9th. So look out for that date. And
will
When's
there's
Dead
something
Branch open?
else to talk
Or
about.
something
So
else.
we've been working on Foxhole for a long time, and
Oh,
to
Ooh.
celebrate the 10 years of Foxhole
been
development,
10
we're going to be launching a
years.
special edition of the game on Steam.
Okay.
And this
That's fine. They
edition
gotta get paid.
is for longtime players. We're intending it for players who have been with us for years who want to support the project and
That's fine. Yeah, it's
support
not
the
mandatory.
updates and hopefully get a few extra things. And we'll talk about those extra things. One of them, there's going to be a art book, and this is really cool. It's going to be hundreds of pages of concept art from the history of the game over the 10 years. And there's going to
it's
be
10
lore
years of this game. 10 years.
and
So,
development
So they're
notes
literally just making Foxhole
included
premium.
as a part of this. And the next thing is there's going to be a soundtrack that includes
Okay.
all the music
Foxhole
from the
premium.
game. And just
Yeah.
to note,
and now
all the music is
True
done by our
premium.
local
Oh,
composer,
premium.
Rom
No.
DePrisco.
Everybody buy
that
I
is
don't think it's
local
gonna be
to
that.
Toronto, which we're based out of. And he's been working with us for the
I mean,
10
if it's
years
just
making music all the way
digital
from the
stuff,
first
Yeah,
trailer
that's
we
fine.
launched
Yeah,
to
I don't have a problem with that.
If
the
the
updates
hurting is
throughout the
not good,
year
it's
and
not love.
the Inferno update. New tracks were added, and we've just even up till
I mean, it
last year
is,
or
like
a
a
year and a half
supporter,
ago, we
so
added some
usually
new
do
tracks.
it.
So all
Yeah,
that's
this
all
is just for people who've been
included
playing
in
for
one place here.
ever.
I mean, as a fun
Um,
fact, since we're on the topic,
Like
Ron is
Abu, who
actually
has
also working with
4,000
us on our
hours.
previous
Yeah,
game as
exactly,
well,
right? Yeah.
and will be working with us in the future on Anvil. So it's a long-term
Digital wallpaper.
collaboration.
See, this doesn't bother me. 'Cause
Yeah,
this
it's
isn't
just
begging for
And,
money. This is just people
we're
who've
also
been playing the
gonna
game for a
be
long time and
including some
have a couple
new
thousand hours in it, and
exclusive
they're like, here,
illustrations
cool.
that are focused on the lore side of Foxhole. These are really cool. The concept art team has worked really hard
Wait,
on
do we
this.
get horses?
And I
We want
some of
horses
these
or say them
illustrations are
horses.
just really amazing. I've just been
we want
completely
horses.
blown away. And we're just really excited that we're going to be able to give this to you guys in wallpaper form for
That's the
your
next update, horse
phone
edition,
and your desktop.
the horse update.
And there's two in-game things, and these are again in theme with Foxhole's development history. First is you're going to be able to change your UI to be themed like prior updates. So this includes entrenchment, arms race, winter army, inferno, and basically all the main major update themes are going to be included here. You can switch into UI, you can randomize it, and it's just a cool thing to be able to change your background in game. And finally, there's going to be a supporter badge to show that you have been a supporter of the game.
How do you call it?
And that's it. There's no skins. There's no season pass type stuff. This is all just some
See, they're not even whatever.
Celebrate the long history.
This is not Foxhole Premium. This is fine.
And
this is good.
It's gonna be
No, this isn't, because
it's gonna be coming on February 9th, but the page should be coming up now or soon.
Yeah, that badge, it's gonna ruin your whole gameplay experience. Pay to win. It's pay to win.
They'll consider you
on launch day.
and not do anything.
And again, this edition is for long-time players who want to support the project. And if you are able to get it, I do want to note that a lot of the content here has been available on the website or in blog form for free for some time. A lot of the concept art, every major update, we do a blog post that contains all the concept art for the update, and that's not going to change. That's we're going to be doing one of those posts for this update as well, and that's going to remain free, as well as some of the music tracks you can also get on our website. So that stuff is going to change.
There will probably be a lot of new insights and look into the development that I don't know that we've talked about before,
Guys,
or
I'm installing the
concepts that
didn't there is
hit.
there are new things that are part of this, but just wanted to clarify that we're not going to be taking away anything or doing less. So that's basically it. And let's see what we have. Oh yeah, so just to talk about the schedule, couple of things happening in the next couple of weeks. First, the Airborne gameplay trailer, official trailer, voiced by Jeffrey Jennings from Press Corps.
There we go.
Once again, we're very grateful that they've helped us with the trailer, voiced by them, and that's something that will be dropping I think any moment, and hopefully we can get that into chat, because it's an amazing I think the voiceover is amazing. I like the trailer too, but the voiceover always just sort of elevates these trailers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, for sure.
So much. So and after this stream, there's going to be a Q&A on the Foxhole Reddit. January 20th, Dev Branch opens with the pre-patch war, and we're also going to be doing a concept art dev blog post, and the date's February 5th. There, that may change depending on our schedule. I didn't mark that as a tentative thing, but that will become one coming one way or another. And like I said, we're going to continue to post our concept art on our blog. And then finally, February 9th is the launch day. And then the one thing that we do want to stress is that we do have new updates coming in 2026. This is
not cheap.
There is actually some content and features that we initially wanted to do for the Airborne update, but we couldn't. But that's starting to shape up into some content and feature that is going to be the through 2026.
This is a lot.
I think that is about it. So again, this is the end of the stream, but everybody encourage you to go over and watch the Airborne trailer.
Cool.
Because it's cool. And that's it. That's it, Matt.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And the Dev Branch will be launching in parts soon. And so we'd love to get your feedback on all of the features that we will be sharing with the Dev Branch.
We're going to be Dev Branch ready until the 9th.
Make sure that your voices are also heard on all of that stuff.
We're becoming a Dev Branch
I've had to say this in a while, so it's
the guy in red. Looks
I
like
can't get into it.
Stretch.
Crack your
But
neck.
yeah, you just gotta. But as always,
All right, that's
stay
cool.
foxy. See you next time.
All right, so there we go. That's pretty good. All right, that was pretty cool.
We're watching.
So I'm gonna do,
Where are you playing it? Hold on, let me.
Wait, I was streaming.
Yeah, I just have to pull it onto the thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
give me a
If it is
second.
loading.
Give me a second.
Just make an activity.
There we go. It's easier to do this.
Okay.
Oh, word.
We don't want to watch that guy.
I know, right? Hey, who's this guy? What's this guy doing here?
Wait,
All right, so let's watch the whole thing.
I have
I have it.
All right, hold on.
okay,
Give me a second. I'm gonna blow this up down here. Hold on. That didn't work. Oh my god, that didn't work. Jesus Christ, Discord, so fucking annoying.
Don't worry, it's still loading for.
I know.
as well.
Click on
No,
it.
it's not
Okay.
loading. It's just saying it is.
Like
It's
it.
just-
Like the video.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Okay, where's the full screen button on this stupid thing? Ugh. Get rid of everyone's name.
So you have to go full screen, and then you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
lower the thing.
There it is. Full screen. That's fine. There we go. That'll be okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're good.
Yes,
Let's do
sir.
it. Of course, I can't hear anything.
Audio? Oh, I don't have audio. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, why don't I have audio either? Hold on.
Everybody, you have to turn on the audio on my stream if you don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't.
Did they use an AI voice for this? Because it's not one of
No.
the press
No.
conferences that I know.
No,
It is.
they said it was somebody.
Yeah, for
They-
press corps. It was made by press corps. That's all they said.
Turn the volume up.
They said voice.
All right,
by
Discord.
press
There we go. Okay, this should probably work.
Foxhole is a massively
Oh, yes.
multiplayer
There we
game
go.
where thousands of players shape the
Quality
outcome
is
of a
not phenomenal.
persistent online
I want to
war.
see us.
A new era of Foxhole
Yes.
begins with Airborne, the update that brings air-based warfare, combining it with land and naval gameplay to create a seamless online battlefield.
Die Bomber is cool looking. Yeah,
Build
that's
and
pretty cool.
operate squadrons of recon planes, fighters, bombers, and other specialized aircraft. Embark on new air-based operations, including air-to-air battles, supply line disruption,
Ah, nice.
bombing runs, and more. Every pilot, gunner, and crew member is a player, working together in various roles to achieve victory in the skies.
Uniforms look good.
Paratroopers blur the lines between air and ground operations. Squads can be deployed behind hostile lines to cripple key
That's gonna be
infrastructure
fun.
and disrupt
That's gonna be
enemy
fun.
logistics.
How is this gonna
Building
work
and
with
controlling
AI?
airfields, hangars, and production facilities is essential in maintaining efficient aerial operations.
I just want to know what it's going to take to
Aircraft
make a
consist of
basic
subsystems
basic
that can
fighter.
be
Basic fighter.
individually damaged during missions, reducing their combat and maneuvering capabilities until they can land and be serviced. Ground crews must rearm and repair damaged planes between sorties. Anti-air weapons
That's-
must be
yeah.
deployed to protect land forces and supply lines from enemy bombing raids. Maintaining a robust intelligence network will be critical for detecting enemy airborne invasions, including the deployment of recon planes and the construction of advanced radar installations.
Sure, that's cool.
Finally, the largest ship in the fleet has arrived.
Ha.
Combining both air and naval forces, the
That looks-
carrier
the
enables
carrier looks good.
aircraft to launch and engage in missions offshore, striking at the enemy from any location at sea. Airborne is an expansive update that includes several other key features, including
Interesting little green
upgraded
man boat.
environment visuals, new map regions,
Looks nice.
and expanded naval forces with new ship classes. A new era for Foxhole is about to begin.
I didn't think they'd be
with a lot
dropping
more to come.
basically
So
6 new
prepare your
boats,
crew
7, 8 new
and
boats. I
take
mean,
to the
jeez,
skies.
8 new boats. That's a lot of new boats, and I am a big fan of boats.
So they
so-
ruined the Warden
That's cool.
Navy by ruining the gunboat.
Yeah.
No AI.
Let me
Like-
mute this.
No AI, but the problem is, from what I saw with the gunboat, the new Warden gunboat, it doesn't have 2 guns on the front. It has 1 gun on the front that it's not even pivoting, and it's just 2 guns on the side, which just makes the I don't know if we keep the old gunboats. That's also
Yeah, I don't know.
thing to maybe check once in 4 days. Okay.
My cam scene isn't set up.
The other good news is that I'm gonna be free. I have a night shift tomorrow, and then until Thursday next week, I'll be free. So I have 2 days to try it.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, it's gonna be
we have to talk
fun.
with research.
Yeah, we gotta talk
to
research.
Yeah, let me I turned my push to talk back off, so I wasn't interrupting anyone.
Huge.
That was a lot of stuff.
Huge.
Yeah.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
A big amount of
10
stuff.
new hexes. 10
Yeah, that's
1
pretty
hour.
cool.
The colonial medium boat is way better than ours.
It is probably. I think this update will definitely balance the two factions a lot more in naval.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if those are all early boats, they're not going to be expensive to make. Even making a gunboat is not expensive. So that if those are like starter boats,
they said you make them inside shipyards.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, so that's
So you just hammer
even
'em out,
easier.
probably.
Yeah.
All the small and medium.
That's kind of cool. Like if everyone has access to that. I mean, not like building a gunboat's tough. It's not, but yeah, that's cool. I don't know. They'll be fun to mess with. I think the Blue Man planes look cool.
I don't think the Warden gunboat is gonna get changed at all. The standard one.
Oh, did they change the wait? They're not changing the Green Man one. I thought they were just adding a different one, like a Type B instead of a Type C.
That is the change. That is the change.
Oh. Oh wow.
The gunboat. It is
Yeah.
very
I thought
much
they were adding. Yeah.
I'd have
But
to
the Warden
I have to
gunboat
rewatch
did
that.
not get mentioned. Only the variant, not the base one. The base one stays
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how the variants of the gunboats are going to be made. Are they just going to be separate ships in a shipyard, or are they going to make
Probably.
some? Yeah, because they didn't.
Yeah, I think they're
mention
just
some kind of
separate. I
update
think
guide.
that sounds about right.
I'm more
I'll be
concerned
off.
about the
See ya.
range of the new siege weapons on the things.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of see how the projectiles went.
Yeah, not very far.
Yeah, not very
Yeah.
far.
I mean, that mortar
by
gun, the
that point you will
250
be
mortar,
getting
how
in-
far does that fire? You know, the 250 gun?
It's got,
35, something like that.
35, yeah,
Yeah, so it's really short.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's also bad because you have to get like really close, and it's
Yeah,
there's
it's.
no
I know.
cover
I
on
don't.
that
I
thing.
don't. I don't know how useful it's
It's a
gonna
pure
be. Yeah.
PVE weapon.
Yeah.
I didn't think
And
the
am I gonna
missiles
build a
were
boat
bad
and
either.
drive around on a PVE boat? I am not gonna do that. Like it's just,
back.
I don't want to do that.
Angelica, I didn't hear what you said.
I don't think the missiles are going to go. The missiles didn't look like they had a particularly high range either.
No,
The
no,
Colony
they
one.
don't. They're
The
Oh
ones
yeah, the
on
Green Man
the
boat.
They're the siege
Yeah.
missiles.
Yeah, they didn't. They did because they looked like they dropped off the altitude
They're
really
pretty
quickly.
much
Very
the same. I think they're pretty much the same, really.
Yeah.
So they'll need to get really close to us too.
You
Close
know,
to
but
us.
I gotta say one thing. Colonial aircraft carrier looks so much cooler than the
Yeah,
old.
And I
think
do
all
think
the
it's
just
gonna
colonial
be
like
just
the
straight
look
up.
slightly more better.
It's
Yeah, the
it's pretty
lift is
nice
so
looking.
much better.
It's the first thing. I don't know if I said it with the push to talk on, but I'm like wooden deck, classy. Like it is. It is.
Yeah.
The wooden deck looks cool.
What I'm just like not sure what's up with that lift. Do you like have to lower the lift with the plane to be able to rearm it, or
I think they said that someone's job.
Well,
I think they said someone does
whole
that.
separate roles for that. Yeah, they said
Yeah.
there's people doing that.
With I guess
Damn.
the Blue Man equivalent is the cranes. Someone has to operate the cranes, I guess, to
but
pick up the seaplanes.
I'm not quite sure. Can the Blue Man planes launch from any of those 3 ports, or only from the one in the front?
All three.
Probably from any of them.
All three. No, yeah, all
Or
three.
just catapults.
I
Or
would
just
think.
catapults.
Yeah.
But they have to land next to and then be picked up. And we can't really have
That doesn't do
HE.
anything.
From what I saw, we could launch our scout plane and our fighter, sea fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we don't. So we can.
This
can
the sea
scout.
fighter has those small torpedoes though.
That was the scout.
I'm gonna AFK for a sec. I'll be right back, everyone. I don't have an AFK button on my
they-
camera screen though, so I'll be right back.
But they have HE in their dive bomber, and they have a fighter on there. So I do think the Kali aircraft carrier is slightly better.
Yeah, they're calling
Because I also saw there were 4 planes on the Collie one. I could only see 3 on ours.
Yeah.
There's only 3
We have 3
catapults.
plus 1 with 3
But then
catapults.
Yeah, but don't
I think
forget,
our
if only
aircraft-
one, if all planes take off at the same time and need to rearm, they are in a fucking long waiting queue. Whilst the Warden one does not have that problem because they can only rearm one
Yeah,
at a time. And if you have
there's an
planes on
awful
the
lot
runway,
more
you
guns.
cannot land.
Yeah, so again, there's pros and cons for both of them. I think that's really that's that man's vision to have pros and cons for every piece of equipment. On the different factions.
I do think the Collie one is slightly better just because it actually has HE.
Okay. And I gotta say,
plus anti-boat.
You know, I also think that the Collie aircraft carrier is the first colonial ship that actually looks good. Like, looks good. Because all of the other ones, they're just gray.
I like the look of the Titan and the Destroyer. The
Titan
Conqueror.
looks good.
Yeah, but
Conqueror
I mean,
also looks pretty decent.
My guys, what's the plan for now? Do we have some special event?
I am going through
now?
the dev
No.
stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch dev stream again at some point.
I'm looking
Not
at
now.
things.
I mean, I really look forward to that branch.
Fletzinger, have you
I
seen we're
expected
getting
like
all
couple
types of new
planes
foliage
and like
shit.
they're gonna rework this. They
Yeah,
might
I saw,
add
I saw.
some stuff extra, kind of like with Navy. They just
Yeah, but
went.
then they start
We're
out
gonna
with
add a whole new thing with Airborne with a bunch of stuff, and we're just gonna update Naval as well.
and update how the map looks. Like
Yeah, that too.
so much.
I wonder what they've wanted to release but didn't have the time to do. Like, what else is there to do?
What more is there?
Variants, I'm guessing. Or
Yeah,
maybe
variants
different
and
types
new
of bombs.
units.
Underground
Land
Incendiary
stuff.
bombs.
Probably land stuff or underground. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
underground.
but that's
won't
not
be a
that's not something they
new
want to
major.
put into here.
And
Underground is
not
such
here,
a huge thing.
but I could
Ooh,
see
underground
something on
mods would be
land.
cool.
God damn, that was a good dev stream.
Train
Dev
a lot.
man good.
I think that's
Dev
the
man good.
longest dev stream as well. They're usually like 30 minutes. I feel
30
like
to
they're not
45,
that long.
I think.
Yeah, this was
Nah,
an
they
hour.
were also they were
10.
always like an hour-ish.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
them
but
being
only
a full
because they
hour.
always went behind schedule.
Yeah. This they were on schedule. It still went like,
Yes, the first
an
two,
hour
yeah.
and 10.
Damn.
Gonna be a
Wow,
busy
that's
war.
huge. Indeed.
I think 132 will be one of the biggest war even.
Well, Warden Navy's
Yeah.
gonna have a lot to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Actually,
war
it's not gonna be
132.
It's not gonna because current is 131, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on
There's gonna be a
131.
pre-update war, so it's gonna be 133.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
Yes.
look
It's
if you look
this
on
No,
the
it's
last.
confirmed.
It's confirmed. There's a pre-update war.
Oh, okay.
There always is, and that update war ends at the set time, so they can push out their updates in time. Unless we don't finish until
so
then.
is the current one. I mean, so's the current war. It's also on a timer.
Yeah.
So
Wait a second.
With no sides win, it just gets done as a draw.
yeah, I guess.
Wait.
Yeah.
I need to show something quick. Give me this. What was it? Wait. We
Need to see if E-Man is reacting to something. No, he already shut down stream. Jesus Christ, that was quick.
Right, well, Fred, I see you're on Battlefield 6.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also
Okay,
coming to
let's,
Battlefield 6.
Bradley.
Let's do this shit.
I feel like we should. We're gonna have to do facility work for that war. But I feel like we should do a little bit somewhat naval.
I think we
focused.
should try to find a nice group to do that with.
Yes. Make our own little coalition.
That's a boost job. Delegate.
Well, I don't think
work.
CIZ is going to come back in full force. Maybe we can just
No,
like
we're-
work with
we
just
should
one
make
or
our own, if
something.
We're not working with CIC, not again.
If we're
Maybe
doing
we'll
anything, we're
work
doing
with
our own.
35 CI. 35 CI, we could look into doing something with. I like those
I
guys.
think we should make our own coalition or something.
What's it going to be
I
called?
don't
TBP
like
and Friends?
TBBF.
TBP AF.
Yeah.
TBP AF plus.
Damn.
-10, +12.
Yep.
Oh yeah, right. Our recon scout plane has those 2 little bombers. But why? What's the seaplane fighter good at? Is it just like only a fighter for?
It has
that can run in
320s, but it is like a not long range, but it's like a seaplane. It's for carrier.
Did it not say it had
So
a
we have
separate-
like a main fighter, and then we have a smaller, heavier one that has less ammo and stuff, but he is a bit stronger, but needs a
Oh yeah,
base.
it has what? Its main
Three-
armament is 320mm machine guns. Okay, yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
good
but
at taking
there
out
were
other air assets.
so many more planes this update than I thought. I thought there were going to be like 4, no, 3
I was thinking
different
naval.
kinds of planes.
I was thinking like
Yeah,
naval
naval.
stuff.
I would also like to know how much cargo space you actually have inside the paratrooper plane.
Yeah, and also in that light freighter. Like
it looked like it had like crates on it.
Yeah,
but
it looked-
it's
it looked
one crate
like-
is never that big.
No, like
Yeah.
not the the in-game
Like the small shipping
normal Foxhole
containers,
crates.
yeah.
It has like wooden crates,
Yeah.
square wooden crates.
I wonder if it's a spawn point as well.
No, it's not going to be one point on that one. It's too small for that.
Aircraft carrier probably should have. If they don't, ours definitely.
Yeah,
has.
that's a large ship, of course, it will have.
So, you willing to keep going on the Stellaris?
Not right now.
Oh, well, the 20th is going to be an interesting day.
You know what? Yeah, I'm doing an event. We're doing an event there where we're all gonna get in.
I'm actually going to open up Reddit because they're doing a Q&A.
Yeah, that'll be good to read for
Ask
sure.
Tunnel Warfare.
And back.
Hello.
Here, description of the light freighter, Das Krokodil.
Ooh, yeah.
It's not a BMS vehicle. It's Vincent Auto Corporation.
Yeah, let's go to the Foxhole game Reddit here. It's memes, of course.
It's a light freighter that specializes in seaport-to-seaport deliveries. As a deep water ship, Das Krokodil can't safely reach land-based shipping structures. So does that just mean it can't go into rivers?
What?
Okay, I'm back.
That's weird.
Yeah. As a deep water ship, Das Krokodil can't safely reach land-based shipping structures.
Huh.
Does that? Yeah, to me that just sounds like there's some passages where it like can't go through.
I guess, yeah. Where are you reading it? What are you looking at? Sorry, I just pulled up Reddit here.
Devstream.
Oh, Dev's got you.
1 minute.
Oh, you're just scrolling back to it.
1 hour,
Right,
1
right,
minute
right.
and 17 seconds.
Ooh, okay. Okay. God, there's
I'll
so
have
many.
to check if I'm home at that date by 1900.
The Warden torpedo bomber with the that's funny. All right, let's see if I can pull this down to the main screen without weirding out all my junk. Oh god, that's a very big me head. Jesus, don't need that. It's like a giant TV with just my head. Not good. Like it's a little too large. All right.
Oh,
that's a video.
Robert just released a video. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Robert's already played with planes.
Watch party for Robert.
Ah.
Right, we're doing Robert watch party.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pull it up.
Watch party's not over yet.
Not over yet.
Ready.
Let's see. Let's go to boo-ba-doo-ba-doo bleep.
Sound back on.
Yeah, exactly. Put the sound back on. All right, come on, Discord. Quit being weird. There we go. All right, we'll blow up the Discord here in a second.
Right.
Full screen. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Okay.
Everybody ready?
Yeah. Let me go back to main scene.
Today
There we
we're
go.
taking.
Am I looking the
Robert
gimbal
already
mounts
has a
there?
video. Robert has a video on planes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna play. Okay, yeah.
Today we're taking a look at Foxhole's next major update, Airborne.
Looks nice.
And I'll be taking to the skies to
It actually
showcase
looks
actual
good.
airplane
It looks really
gameplay.
good.
Planes have been
I like
in
it.
development for over a year, and now both Wardens and Colonials will finally be able to pilot their own aircraft and battle it out in the air.
Oh, the
flying
height
light
indicators,
scout
that's
planes,
cool.
dropping massive bombs, and
AA is just
deploying
gonna be,
paratroopers
like
behind enemy lines. Earlier this week, I was invited by the devs
see,
to
how
get a
loud is this?
hands-on look
Hold
at everything they've been working on, and help show off the plane gameplay and mechanics coming with this update. These planes look great, feel great, and are an absolute
I didn't realize how
blast to
swept
fly.
wing that
I
plane
genuinely
was.
can't wait
It's
to
pretty
see
swept
them
wings.
used in a live war when Airborne launches this February. In this video, I'll be breaking down all available planes, the crew roles required to operate them, how their mechanics work, and of course how their weapons perform in combat. We'll be doing bomb runs and also jumping out of planes as a paratrooper.
Nice.
I'll also be answering the infamous question on what happens when a plane goes to a region border. This video is focused
Yeah.
specifically on aircraft
That's the
gameplay.
one.
A separate
Speed
video will be
limited by
coming out
surface.
tomorrow that'll
That's
cover the full
interesting.
Airborne update, including aircraft carriers, new naval ships, and more. Alright, let's start by taking a look at how flying planes actually looks and feels in
Stand the
Foxhole.
landing.
A lot of players were skeptical when aircrafts were first announced. Players had a lot of questions. Would there be a separate server or specific sky regions for planes? How would the planes travel between the regions? Could they crash into each other or even into the ground? Let's break all of that down. My initial impression the moment I got into the cockpit and lined up on the runway was that the planes felt surprisingly difficult to maneuver. Not difficult in a bad way, but in a way that made it immediately clear that flying would take real time and practice to master. Once I took off and climbed into the air, it felt incredible. As I kept flying, I slowly got more comfortable with the controls, and soaring over the world felt unlike anything I'd experienced in Foxhole before.
like how
Seeing the
they
world from
crossed
that height truly
the,
gave me a sense of the
guns.
game's scale for the first time.
Yeah.
I won't
It's a
lie
little bit
though,
hard
I
to get
crashed
that
a
one.
lot.
Probably easier on some of the others.
I am seeing the scout planes do come spawn
Very
with
good at
bombs.
landing.
Did not
Blurb.
land that very well. Okay. Oh, I gotta get
Oh, shit.
altitude. No.
We need speed! Oh crap! Oh damn it! Well,
Feel
Hey,
like
that's
I'm
funny.
feel like I'm playing Rogue One again or something.
Well,
No.
I was able to fly around for about 15 minutes before we moved on to testing other features, but even in that short time it became obvious. Anyone who wants to be a true ace pilot
The
when these
world looks
planes go
good.
live is going to need to put in some serious hours. Flying is its own
I am
skill
willing to put some
entirely,
hours
and it
into
feels
this. This
nothing
looks
like
really
tank
cool.
combat or naval
I'm,
gameplay.
you know.
Here's a showcase of some plane-on-plane combat. These smaller scout and fighter aircrafts are equipped with turrets firing either 12.7mm
you're
or
gonna
20mm
see the
rounds,
height
and I'll
on
be
the
honest,
other
aiming while
planes.
flying
Yeah,
was
I like that.
challenging.
You can see
Again,
the
this was not in a
yeah, it's really
frustrating
cool.
way, but in a way that made it clear that this is something you'll need to spend a lot of time practicing to get really good at.
alright, I'm gonna drown myself.
I got to see how this works on the ultra wide. That's what I want to see. This on ultra wide, seeing it's going to be really good.
I saw a bear and I decided to team up and try to take down a few enemy planes together. Air combat was tough but incredibly fun. During these fights you'll notice lines extending from the plane down to the ground. The devs explain that matching the altitude of your target is key to getting a clean engagement, so positioning in the air matters just as much as your aim.
Top gun. Oh, look at that.
Ooh. It looks difficult. I like that.
Yeah. But difficult in a,
Tactical way. Yeah.
It looks like you can actually like get out of a fight without. It's a lot easier.
I mean, Dunkirk's
Yeah.
got some pretty good action sequences in it.
I watched that one. I was not a huge fan of that
Talking
one.
about Dunkirk.
I quite enjoyed it, but that's fair.
Just too slow.
I'm
I actually want to see
Sorry,
us
could
get
you
like
repeat
taken out. Let me keep trying to fire at this guy.
trying to take out his engine.
There's
Yeah,
two
at
of
least
them.
you aim for components.
Two
That's
bookies.
good.
Yeah, that's nice.
This
like
is
with
a
tanks and stuff.
You can
the
kill them
bomber
on
or the
health, I
dive
think.
bomber. It's just for naval vessels.
Look
Yeah,
at
I'm sure you can kill them on hell.
Nope.
Okay, it has a torpedo
works
or
on-
what is
it
this
works
armament?
against vehicles as well.
Okay.
Probably gonna be easier to take out a wing or something.
Yeah. Make it so
Imagine
they
it's pretty
can't
good for
chase you.
tracking and turning tanks.
Yep.
Man, poor Logi man.
We're really
Poor
doing
Logi
here.
man
Captain,
driving a truck
we've
down the
lost-
road
and we
though.
lost our
Eject.
tail.
How do we eject?
Oh.
Only if you have a
Should've done
parachute.
something.
Eject. Hold on, try to maintain her steady. I don't have a parachute.
Ooh.
I don't either. I just want to see me fly out of the plane though.
Pull up.
Requires
pull up.
parachute. Requires parachute.
No. Womp womp.
Okay, so you can't eject if you don't have a parachute.
After Bear and I did some plane-on-plane combat, we decided to
Well,
try our hands out
it's
on
sad you
plane-on-navy
can't eject
combat. Let's
without-
just say the
Ooh.
first run didn't go so well.
Flaps.
Okay. I spammed it. I don't know if they're open.
You
Bomb
weren't
door is
reloaded,
not
were you?
open?
Oh wait, no, it's.
Oh, I gotta get
Oh, shit.
altitude. No.
We need speed. Oh crap! Oh damn it. Well,
After the first run, we decided to give it another shot.
remember, get us a lot of altitude. We'll be coming in
Okay.
pretty steep.
Wait,
there.
Mars
There he is.
Battleship.
Direct front.
Very rare.
Hang on, we'll have to do a different pass.
Okay.
I mean, you can just bomb without having to do dive bomb, but come on, we want to be cool.
We're getting shot.
Yeah, I'm on him. Activating air flaps.
Oh, that's the gunner's job is to pull the big
Yeah,
flap,
yeah.
air brake.
Get 'em.
Yeah.
Get him.
I was.
Oh,
we have to go
That's
Kali at
F.
some
That's
point.
F for
There
this.
it goes.
That's not how
Well-
you dive bomb.
Okay, releasing air flap. We'll have to go in
I
again.
think
Direct
dive
hit.
bombing is a German.
Okay, hold here.
so-
Yeah.
Ryan.
Oh shoot!
Probably
shot.
not the easiest
Activating
in the
air
world.
flap. Go, go, go! Dive, dive, dive!
Bombing takes skill, but it's more
dropped
precise
it.
than just carpet bombing.
Did we get him?
Ah,
Does the
close
the
miss.
warden
I'm
bomb not
telling
have
you, the
retractable
way
gear?
to
Because
do
I'm
this is
missing like
go
an up
down
arrow
first and
in
then
the
you
UI.
activate flap.
Ready,
Yeah.
set, activating air flap now.
Diving.
Yeah, I think that might be true. Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Hey,
cannot,
there
you
you go,
cannot
it's a
get
hit.
enough speed to go
Direct
down.
hit.
That seems like
Good hit.
I think you want to get a bit
One
more
thing I should
dive.
mention about the dogfighting in the plane and navy combat is that the devs also confirmed that planes can't crash into each other, land vehicles, or navy ships and do damage. They tested collisions
okay.
early on, but it didn't play out the way they
Kamikaze.
wanted. This is what one of the devs had to
So
say
no,
about their
no
collision tests.
kamikaze
There is
runs.
there's not a not air-to-air collision. In early testing, we found that
The question
crashing
is,
into other aircraft
can a
was fairly
bicycle
common
block
just
a plane
because
from
our play
taking
space
off?
Is not realistic. It's not like there's kilometers of space
Is
to
there
fly
like a
around in. So what we did
bicycle
was we
can ruin
created
everything?
A kind of like it's kind of like a magnet. So each aircraft has a collision volume that if you collide with another aircraft, it kind of repels each other as like the opposites of a magnet. The larger aircraft have a stronger magnet, so that this way you're not going to get killed by, say, like a scout plane in a bomber. You're going to push them out of the way.
Once we got done with this combat section, we moved on to a simulated bombing
you run
run.
into
We had
the
2 bomber planes en route to a
propellers
warden base, and we engaged
That would be
with
awesome.
enemy
That would
aircrafts
be pretty
along the
good.
way.
And if you see enemy fighters, feel free to shoot them down.
It's like a science
If you push M,
project.
you'll notice that there are some radar stations set up on this map, so you can see the fighters coming in.
Fighters on our 6.
I have to say, it looks and feels very Foxhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call out those targets.
It doesn't seem wrong. No, that's old, for sure.
Unfortunately, my bomb doors were
Yeah,
bugged,
that's,
so I wasn't able to drop my payload. The bomber ahead of us, however, successfully delivered its bombs to the
Oh,
enemy
that looks
warden
cool.
town, and it was
That looks
incredibly
cool.
satisfying to watch.
We try lowering and raising them again.
Oh, that's so
Are
cool.
You might have rebounded.
That looks pretty
After the
good.
bombing run wrapped up, we moved on to paratrooper dropping. We all loaded up into the Colonial paratrooper plane, and being
That
able
looks
to see
really
the
good, yeah.
interior and all the other players inside felt incredibly cool. We needed to grab a special paratrooper uniform and a parachute, and we were informed that the parachute had a funny glitch associated with it.
If you're grabbing a paratrooper backpack, don't vault over anything and don't fall over anything. There's a bug where you'll die instantly if you're carrying a parachute.
Yeah, Max, maybe you want to explain the parajumping procedure before we're in the air?
Nah, it's fine.
No, you just jump
You'll
out.
figure it out.
Yeah.
You just run out the back. That's it.
Robert, you are missing a parachute. There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
I just don't want to die on the ramp. I just don't want to die on the ramp.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's good safety procedure.
Everybody looks
Ramp
in.
is blocked. Please
pretty
clear
good.
the area close to the rear of the plane, and then I can raise the ramp.
Oh wait, I think it might be here.
Okay.
There we go.
Nope. Well,
So everybody take a seat before we take off. Keep your hands
Seat
and feet
belts.
inside the aircraft at all
I want to see the
times.
blue man planes. Green
Alright,
man.
here we go.
Turn off your cell phone.
Put them in airplane mode, please.
Wheels up.
All right. So now that we're in the, once we're level, you
Cool.
are allowed to get out of your seat and you can walk around the aircraft. So you can go ahead and do that now. You'll notice that if I tilt the aircraft too much, that it will force you back into your seat. That's
Oh.
just to prevent you from sliding off. But I'm gonna try not to let that happen here. So there's no parachute.
That's a
button.
good
Once you get
troll.
over the air, the town.
Just-
you guys are just gonna jump out the back. All right, everybody stand up and get in a line.
Stand up.
Moy first.
Oh God. Mount the ramp or door?
Either or will work. All right.
Hello
ramps
from
open,
YouTube.
please.
Hello.
Go too soon.
Yeah,
Hit
this
the
is
wire.
this is going to be a good update.
Yeah, right.
Ramp is blocked. Please clear the area
Yeah,
near the
scoot
rear
up,
of
Oh,
the plane.
step away from the ramp.
Maybe you gotta get past the light.
Move to the front of the aircraft.
All right.
Okay.
And 3,
Nope.
2, 1, jump, jump,
Oh,
jump.
one more.
Whee!
1 away. 2 away.
Sick.
3 away.
Oh, look at the icon up in
Can you control it? Can I like control the speed of it?
Oh yeah, I don't know
you
what is
cannot.
that.
Oh,
Right?
I landed on the roof.
Yeah, you're already bloody.
Oh, you're also not getting shit.
Oh yeah,
So,
I
like,
fell off the
subject to the
goddamn
wind.
roof.
All right, cover the house. Cover the house.
Is that the non-detection icon maybe? The
So what
off-radar icon?
paratrooper uniforms will
on the
do
roof.
is they, when you jump out of the
Hold on a
aircraft,
second,
you
hold
actually
on.
have a 30
I think that might be the off-radar
minute
icon.
invulnerability to
Yeah, it is, it is.
Yeah.
intel coverage. So for 30 minutes, they can't see you on a radar intel.
Wow.
radio intel.
Interesting.
We were able to go for a second paratrooper run, and let's just say it didn't quite go according to plan.
Let's
If
do
you
this as
crash, you kill
cinematically
everyone
as we
inside,
can. We
that's
gotta do
great.
the whole lineup outside thing first.
I'll probably die on the ramp.
Yeah, careful on the ramp. If we do that, I'll happily
fine,
help
don't
you
worry
there.
about
But
it.
yeah.
Come
Oh,
on.
there goes somebody already.
Okay, well, you
I
can't,
died on
like,
the ramp.
go off the side.
As the pilot, if I reverse now, will I pick you up like a snow shovel?
Yeah.
I mean, you could try it.
And then you fall
So-
off the ramp and die.
Right.
Go forward a little bit.
What's the first? I guess.
We're gonna land in Alchemio Estate. Not all of us might make it, but we'll do our damn best job. All right, everyone up into the craft. Well, then drop us into slightly. Nah, drop us into 10. Fuck it. Let's.
I
do
wonder
it.
how fast these things are going to go. Like,
We
what's
had a
the,
safe
you know?
drop the first time. We've earned our wings. I guess since I'm jump lead, I'll actually stand at the door, but I won't jump.
Jumping.
I can't remember. Is jump leader? Whatever. Figure it out later. I'll go watch Band of Brothers again.
Leaders jump first, Bear.
Yeah, I need a push mechanic in this game. Can I push him out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Whee!
it's a different one.
Okay, that's town. All right, everyone stand up. Hook up.
Just
Clear
yeet
the rear
everyone out the door.
So it can
Clear the
actually
rear
be
door.
it'll be obstructed.
Okay,
Ramp is blocked. There we go.
rear door is clear.
Jump, jump, jump.
Joe, go, 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 go.
Suck.
Right
That's
into
pretty
the
cool. Right in the water.
Well, shit.
Oh no.
Well, that's not going to work so good.
Fuck.
They're fun.
Drowning
Crack team of
simulator.
paratroopers we got here.
Drowning simulator. Like it.
After that, I took some time to look
Bombers,
over all the
bombers.
different planes the devs spawned in for us. I'm not entirely sure if we saw every single aircraft, but they mentioned that each faction should have around 6 different planes available. The lighter scout planes are expected to unlock earlier in the war, around days 5 or 6 in each war. These planes can be built by any player at a world structure hangar and only
Wait,
require refined
35.
materials,
Jeez.
making
Nice.
them an accessible way for
35
players to get into the
RMAX?
war early
Oh my
and
God,
start
that's
learning
nothing.
how to fly. As the planes get larger and more lethal, they'll need to be produced in larger hangars and will require specialized parts that can only
Might
be
not be
manufactured
that
at
bad again.
facilities. The process is similar to naval
35
production,
RMATs for a
with
basic
planes
plane
being
is
assembled
pretty
piece by
pretty
piece.
good.
According to
That's
the
fine.
devs, the larger aircrafts like the bombers will take roughly 36 hours to complete and will come out late in the tech tree. Unfortunately, we weren't able to test traveling between region borders during this session, but the devs did explain how that system would work. Here's what
There
one
we
of the
go.
devs had to say.
You'll be put in queue, and you'll be notified of your position in queue, but you do not pause. You can fly away at that time,
Mhm.
and then once a position becomes open in the queue, then you return to that border and you can travel through it.
Near the end of the test, I took one last flight and just glided around the map. Being up in the air and moving freely across the world felt incredible, and I can already see myself building a plane as soon as they're available and taking a relaxing flight through the backlines. With that said though, I do have a small concern about how this will play out in a real war. During the test, the map didn't have any large player-built bases or facilities. I'm a bit worried that flying over heavily built-up regions could cause lag or rendering issues, though it's possible the devs have already accounted for this. We'll have to see how it performs once the update goes live. One cool thing about the test being empty though was that I was able to land on a normal road without any issues. It felt really great to do, and I love that I didn't need a dedicated airstrip to land. Being able to touch down almost anywhere adds a lot of flexibility to the game. At one point I tried flying
that's
a
really
massive
cool,
wooden
actually.
bomber,
I
and
didn't
it
think
did
that
not
was
go
gonna be that
well.
way.
It felt heavy and very difficult to move around. You're going to want a lot of space before taking off, and if I haven't said it enough already, these planes are going to definitely take a lot of practice, and it's clear that we'll need dedicated pilots to really make the most of them. One random side mission I tried to accomplish during the test was trying to get hit by a plane. The devs mentioned that you can get splattered by planes, and I almost did several times, but unfortunately I never got fully ran over to see what it looks like. I can't wait to get my first splatter kill with one of these planes. Overall, this test was absolutely incredible. It completely exceeded my expectations for what flying a plane in Foxhole would feel like, and how the aircrafts will be integrated into the game. This is shaping up to be one of the best additions to Foxhole yet. I'm excited to see how players use these planes in actual wars, and I can't wait for the epic plane-on-plane and plane-on-navy combat. As I mentioned earlier, there are plenty of other exciting features coming with this update, which I'll cover in tomorrow's video. That video will be a deep dive into everything Airborne is adding, with a closer look at the planes and all the new mechanics. Thanks to the developers for inviting me to this gameplay showcase and test. I had a lot of fun. Reminder that this was just a preview and a test server, so bugs and other features could be updated and changed by the time they release this to a live war. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about flying planes or anything else about the planes, and I would be happy to answer them for you. I will be uploading the raw footage of my playtest to my Patreon and Ko-Fi account. If you want to support the channel and see more gameplay footage, I'll leave the links in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching and for your support. Make sure to subscribe.
This is Robert, by the way. For anyone watching this stream, this is Robert. Go watch him. He's good. Just so you know, since I'm like watching his stuff and looking at it with everyone, kind of like gotta promote the guy because he's nice and cool. So you know,
it will be hilarious if they don't patch a parachute glitch.
Everyone just dies at the parachute glitch. That's funny. Oh well, that looked pretty good.
Right?
I don't know.
That was good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, so now we need a plan. I don't know. It's good that I like that the planes. It's 35 RMATs. All right. I mean, people will just be spamming. Yeah. I don't, you know, why not? That's nothing.
They might not be quite as bad as we thought. They are going to require something 36 hours or something.
For the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
that was the big planes, not the little ones.
What was it? 35 RMATs for the scout?
Yeah. 35 RMATs to get basic flight in. That's easy. That's awesome. I mean, you know, that's not even it's almost
incredibly
day one. I mean, it won't be tech day one, but yeah. And I'm assuming the boats they're putting out, the smaller boats are going to be early too. I mean, pre-gunboat boats.
They're going to be a shipyard. They're a shipyard. So
yeah.
They're not going to be facility locked.
Nope, no facility lock. I like it.
But what I find weird is that there's aircraft carriers. And, you know, aircraft carriers are historically some of the most expensive military assets you can have. And
you don't have to tell the American that. That's what we do.
Yeah, but then there's so I expect that they're gonna be the same in the game, like extremely expensive, like battleship cost, if not more.
Oh, more, I would think. Yeah.
You need a battleship more.
But then there's the plane that it can carry, costing 35 RMATs. Can't make sense. The plane being so cheap.
Right.
I think the thing with at least our bomb or air carrier is it can like go out further than the actual range of the thing and go and scout out there, and they can then return, pick it back up, and then go off. And then it has aircraft or fighters to actually protect itself and however boats are with it. It's a way of self-protection against enemy planes. It's more of a
Also-
self-defense and scout, while the Kali one is more aggressive.
Didn't they also say something about the roads on those new islands?
They mentioned roads on islands, and then I did.
Yeah, they
You
said
can-
something's not normal with these roads. Try to figure
Yeah,
it
they
out.
did
Something
say
like that.
something with
Huh.
roads. Give me a second.
And on the map screen, at least the Warden roads, they look like they were broken, like dotted lines.
Hmm. I don't have the. I'd have
Also,
to pull it
Deadlands
up
is not dead enough. There's too much vegetation.
again. The brutality of the Deadlands, but not brutal enough.
But yeah, we're gonna have to be Kali at some point.
At some point, yes, to get aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Gotta be Collie.
Yeah, you're like,
on.
no.
Even Fred says it.
No. I'll learn to play anti-air for you guys.
You will become deck crew.
Okay, Abo is in my group right now.
Wait,
Good.
no. Oh, I want to be in Fred.
Right.
Yeah, I can't mind doing. I don't. I'm not a big ship
How many
guy,
are
so
we
I don't know.
for Battlefield 6?
I'm hopping in as well. So 4 people, full squad.
Yep. So Fred.
I'll take the repairs.
Oh, then I will play with Anakin because he's also in Battlefield.
Wait, what? No, we're gonna
Sucks,
be
get your ass
full.
over here.
Well, you guys all jumping into Battlefield 6?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, gotcha.
You can't force
Look,
me.
there's a problem. I had the #1 spot in repairs, like on the leaderboard, and somebody overtook me, so I have to play Battlefield.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Is it
Yeah.
like only repairs in the helicopter or just repairs on the
Just
overall?
repairs in general, like repairing.
Yeah.
It's good.
So join us.
All right,
Yeah,
someone. I'll. You know what?
First of all,
I don't want to go offline yet.
Close to a million.
Someone stream, and I'll play it. I'll critique your. I'll critique your Battlefield skills.
I really
I
hope
have
our
the gunner position. Mine is the best one to look at.
Zex
Yeah,
is
then you
okay.
should
Zex
watch
is
Sharks
Zex
then.
just said, "Let's not make a habit of landing things on my head during the first op." That's the first thing we do is crash a plane right into Zex. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just like our artillery skills, our mad
Like,
artillery,
good
our mad
stop.
rail
hope
cannon
our-
skills.
Like,
I
our
will say,
first
I
op
hope
is,
our aircraft carrier is cheaper than the Kali
Cons,
one, because it's just straight up
anybody
a
else
source.
joining? Anybody else joining us in Battlefield? Nope,
I don't
alright,
have
let's
it,
go.
so
Although, don't worry, you will just need a battleship as a base, then that's a
Give us-
variant of it.
yeah.
I don't think it is. It's like the
Are
battle.
we 3
I think
or
it's
4?
gonna be like the battle
Yep,
tanks.
we're 3.
Well,
Let's go.
I could see it with the Warden
take
one, you know?
Okay.
Because it's just like ripping out a couple guns. That should be easier than moving the entire superstructure a couple meters.
I
No,
mean,
but
the
Capman W, absolutely.
Okay,
Yes,
I can't.
the
I'm
cook-
not changing the name of the stream. There's people
Also,
just
the
gonna be
mine laying
like,
boat will be so nice.
deal with it. I guess.
Which means
Yeah.
people have to actually think about strategically positioning mines. They can't just like blockade the entire harbor.
Oh yeah, mines don't differentiate, right?
Yeah. But also the Collie mine thing, I can also see that being really annoying if you have to send out a guy every 5 minutes to clear mines out of the waterways.
You like frogmen, mine clearing frogmen.
Right, so guys, petition to call this update. Wait, no, graphics update instead of Airborne.
Yeah, the graphics. I mean, they look good. You know, that's
It
nice.
looks nice. It's kind of
Yeah.
like they took Anvil's, environment graphics and put them into Battlefield. No,
Yeah,
not
I wonder if they're going to
Battlefield, yes.
I'm gonna say, if they're going to like really, they didn't talk about weather. That's one thing they didn't talk about was the weather, because I think those storms are going to make it pretty tough. I don't know. I hope it does, honestly. Like, so it has a point, you know.
But they did mention storm clouds, which is something they
Yeah.
have not said before.
Yeah, but I think that could be.
I think that's also just like
Pretty cool.
regular rain and.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that's probably gonna have quite the impact on aerial combat.
Yeah, I would think, you know, make those weather stations a little more useful, maybe, you know. That way, the Blue Man habit of building all the weather stations.
I could see that if there's like a large
Apathok-
storm around, that
Apathok,
the
we're gonna show you how to do chopper.
Oh,
I got my
shooting your own thing? Okay. Oh, see, I like this.
yeah.
This looks like fun to me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's $70 worth of fun,
It is
but
a lot
it looks
of
like
fun.
fun. I
But
mean,
you need to play it with people. Like alone is not so much fun.
but I like door gunning in things. This
really
brings me back to yeah. Just think about PlanetSide 2,
Man.
and this feels very PlanetSide 2 to me. So I like that. Obviously, yeah, I know, but it's good to watch it because I want to see.
Okay.
Just chain gunning out the side door.
Me and Peter, we are going to another channel because we are in another
all
group.
good.
Because you're
Oh,
full,
okay.
I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're 3 out of 4, but yeah, that's fair. Oh, down there. You see that down there behind the wall? Behind the wall.
Okay, and I have sent a clip in.
I saw that. I saw that.
Have fun. You will regret it. I do not.
Oh, geez, that lag speed up. Woof. So what's the meta with this? Is there like one helicopter, or do you team up with other helicopters or not?
We have one helicopter in this attack.
In this
we are
mode is
actually
one.
trying to
The thing is,
take
this
that
is a
objective.
transport helicopter. It has 2 miniguns, one on each side.
Mhm.
We fly around and we give the minigun a good angle to shoot.
It's PlanetSide. This is exactly how I play PlanetSide. I was the door gunner, obviously.
Yeah.
Or well, it didn't have
I
doors,
like
but
to
you
do
know.
it too,
On
man. It's
the
great.
road, on the road,
I love it. It's like one of the best things to do in this game. I think.
This is okay. If this is this, then I'm kind of now more interested. I got to say, watching it.
Well, this is only this specific role with this specific.
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
PlanetSide, I always did the
can
same
do
exact
only
thing.
This if you only want to do this. I mean, this
Yeah.
is like I think if you look at my profile, I think I have like 100 hours in this map, man. We're doing this.
Just doing this. This is
yeah,
right
it's
up my
fun,
wheelhouse.
man.
This is the kind of stuff I started streaming when I started streaming. Was PlanetSide 2 with
We're
this.
taking objective. Bradley's looking at us funny.
No, Fred and I have dedicated ourselves to this.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. This is
great, man.
all right. I'm probably gonna pick this up. Maybe. Ugh. Yeah. I might as well. I got some money.
Also,
in
there's
this.
single player campaign. Don't worry.
Battlefield, and it looks almost exactly the same.
Right on the rocks down to the right, there's a guy with a launcher, some sort.
Is this the only
There's more in that corner.
the only gun you get? You don't get any other types of guns? Just the
Not on
No, that's the only one.
Gatling. Gatling. Okay.
But there is an attack helicopter that has
Do I have an
a gunner
Apache?
as well.
Okay.
That's like
But Abu
also
doesn't like
big.
flying that one.
No, I prefer.
Oh, that
those
one's
ones.
also really cool, man.
Right, you
But you
ready
have to
to
play
shoot the
different
guy down
game
there
mode.
on the right, on the rock? No, or don't. That's fair.
She is like
Got
2
him.
people.
So another
so
guy.
Oh, mortar
You gotta
down
play
there.
with a lot of guys. If you're like a duo, Apache is great.
That's cool. Okay, yeah, that
Down
sounds
to
like
the right,
fun.
down to the right, rocks.
So this is a 4-person craft, right? And the other
it
one's a
has
2-person.
multiple driver, 2 gunners, and
You're
2
supposed to
people in the
like
back.
keep the back
Oh.
seats empty so people
we
can
already
spawn on
have-
it and be
Right.
paratroopers. That's what you.
See what we did in
Oh,
PlanetSide.
yeah.
Take a transport vehicle and use it as a it's a gun boat
Yes.
platform.
Look,
It's not.
we
It's
already
not
have-
supposed to be a warship, man. Those miniguns.
But it
are
is.
for
Already have 20
self-defense.
kills.
You're supposed to.
Okay,
drop people at
I'm kind of
strategic
down with this
locations.
now. All right, I'm
But-
down with this. Yeah.
We
Oh,
are
I got
abusing the
sniped, I got
vehicle.
sniped, I got
Oh,
sniped.
he got sniped.
Yeah.
Somebody got the wheel, man.
down.
Ooh.
Hey, somebody
Okay.
spawned on it.
Yeah, no, Apathok, that is one thing. You can get sniped quite easily.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, yeah. In PlanetSide, you're kind of
Landed-
inside. You're
we
not on
landed
a
in front
doing
of a
it. Yeah.
Bradley,
Already,
man.
Okay.
that was a 21 kill streak. Right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I can live with that. Like as a someone who
No,
wants to
we're
do
not
that,
even
I can live
halfway
with
in,
that.
So that's great.
By the way, there's no it's called AI.
Right. Oh,
AI.
cool.
Yeah, there's no AA. AI.
Well,
yeah,
in,
right.
In Conquest you have one at base,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's a single gun and you can stay. You in the jet.
I'm
you're
talking
usually
Foxhole.
faster than that one.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
Foxhole. Yeah, in Foxhole, I saw that. Yeah, there's no AI thing, so that's going to be a pretty good way to
Yeah.
take out a base in Foxhole, like with a bombing run. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
they
by then
manual
it doesn't
AA
pick
only,
up.
but
people will probably complain about it, and then we'll add it next
Like,
update.
yeah, it's with the when they
But it's
redid the
fun.
way bunkers work, and I don't know the math behind any of that because I never cared to learn it. You know, like, you know, for building integrity and breach chance and all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see, you know.
Building 4, roof.
See him, too late.
How that works.
Got locked on. Coming. And now Arbu's retreating a little bit so he can get his flares recharged.
Yep.
Because with our flares, homing missiles, there's not a lot we can do about them.
Dinger is dead.
Unless we shoot them directly, but the chance that they are in my field of view to shooting down.
I mean, you
Right.
can bait it like with the pipeline if you go like right above it, like a little bit. Did you just roadkill that guy?
Bonk.
Almost. I saw it. Okay,
I
I'll take
tried.
repairs. I saw
Yeah, in
it.
Planet-side, we used to take the
Wait.
galaxies and land them on people or vehicles, bonk vehicles with them.
Oh, we should do it more often, man. It's honestly.
It's pretty funny. You can't lie.
You can
It's
scoop 'em
hilarious.
off the roofs, man.
Yeah.
Like this back
Yeah.
roof, if you go to the next sector, this back roof is littered with people, man. If you can fly low over that like once, man, this is gonna be so funny. You'll probably die, but it will be funny.
What are Anakin?
Arbu, I need at the silo behind abandoned building.
I'm getting flares back.
I like this. It says, and so I started blasting. You keep it simple. You blast.
Yeah, literally that.
You can't go wrong with that gameplay. You just can't. It's good gameplay. You just blast.
This is fun, man.
Oh,
It's most fun when chat's popping off and people get salty. It's like nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom. Licking the tears like South Park, licking the tears off someone's face. Yeah.
Sometimes you get those guys and they're nice cheats, man. Those are the best.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, I'm just pewing. I don't need the cheat to blast you with a chain gun out a door.
After a long day of work, just let me pew in your face, okay?
Yeah. Relax.
Hard left.
Like it's a chain gun. Like you're supposed to die.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's a little lopsided for infantrymans.
Well, they have their own missile launchers and
They have RPGs, right, or something?
It's nice.
Some version of a RPGs.
They have
Respawn. Yep.
Oh god.
If one javelin hits us with that, man, like one big.
Yeah, javelin. Yeah, exactly. They have AA portable man pads, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not using it. If they have like 6 guys doing that, and someone needs to flex.
Hey.
You're painted.
Oh, lot of people.
Socks, you're killing too many people. I'm not number 1 on the leaderboard. Can you stop?
He's just gunning down everybody. This looks entertaining enough that I'll pick it up. This looks like something I'd like.
It's really
Yeah, but this
entertaining.
map is particularly good for that.
Should I be honest with you? This is the only thing I play. Like I play
Yeah,
this
okay.
map in this game mode.
This map, this game mode.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This game mode and then
Ooh.
specifically the attacking side because otherwise other side doesn't get a heli.
Oh fuck, we
Ah.
20 seconds.
Yeah, not having a pew would be boring for sure.
Oh, look,
a big flying pew.
Like, after this sector, like when we capture, we're not getting one anymore. It's like you only get it in the
I
start.
don't think we're getting this one, are we?
But we can tank like donking.
I know we are just waiting for them to retreat, right?
Tonk is fun.
Yeah, but like let's get like a Bradley or something.
Fox,
Yeah.
Are you outside combat?
I just spawned in at the Bradley that.
Yeah, that was.
spawned in.
I should have said something earlier. I was about to say we should wait for the Bradley because then someone took it and I didn't see it was you.
I didn't take it. I spawned on it.
Yeah, but
Oh, the
that's
other
what I
people
meant.
did.
Like we were about to change sector, so the Bradley was never gonna make it. So
Yeah,
if
I
we
didn't
did, we
mean to
would have
spawn
one
on
here.
him. I just had him selected accidentally.
Yeah, but if you don't go inside, it spawns to the next
But
sector.
we have people on the rocks.
It's fine. Wait.
All right. I want to thank everyone for watching. I'm going to end it. We had our dev stream viewing party. That was pretty awesome. So, I think I'm going to call it here. Thanks for everyone watching on Twitch and YouTube, particularly a lot of YouTube views today. I noticed that. A lot of people on the YouTube. But I've been a lot more on the YouTube, so that's probably why. Cool. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone for watching. These guys are going to keep gaming. I'm going to take care of my sister's dog. My sister's dog is here, so maybe tomorrow the dog can be on the internet. Yeah. But I will see everybody later.